Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome. It is a Friday, and this time the microphone is even on. Can you believe this? I'm sure it's because I'm wearing a t-shirt with dog sushi on it. Just wanted to point that out for the record. Love this t-shirt. Was an idea from a friend to bulk buy that with our entire friend circle. Was pretty nice. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. You made it. It is Friday, friends. It is Friday, and that means the weekend is ahead. It just started for some of you who are still at work or about to go to work. It's gonna start even sooner, and or it's gonna start. It still has to start. That's what I mean. Let's see who's here. We have, I don't know. Welcome to you. We have Sophie, Autumn Night, Musha. You're currently at work. Well, make sure that your boss doesn't recognize that you're watching my stream, and if he recognizes, then just let him watch with you. I'll try to be entertaining. Yo, Musha's boss, if you're watching right now, don't kick him out, just watch together with Musha. Sunny Boy, GG Texer, welcome to YouTube too. Cappuccino, You forgot to fix the title. No, you press F5 and then the title is fixed, my friend. Just press F5, you're gonna see. Paladin, Blue Hoodie, nice to see you too. Frank, hi Blacky. I think, Frank, you earlier asked if there was an official Warframe stream today. I have unfortunately no idea, but you could go over to the Warframe official Twitch page and see if there's anything in the schedule. Usually they're pretty up to date. Octor, CJ, Leo, nice to see you too. How's it going? How's your week been? 8Bullet, Teacup Sip. By the way, Teacup Sip is currently, no, not currently the recent follower, but Teacup Sip, I saw your follow alert 3 minutes ago. Welcome to the crew to you too. Ant Colony, nice to see you again. Robert, Praying Hands, Says, Madman. Wow, so many people today. Sephiroth, Squawil, oh, nice to see you too. Yeah, boy, hello to you too. I'm the best, bro. Thank you so much, Musha. Appreciate it. Lego Master, you're online from. Hey, yo, Lego. I recognize you. You've been here a couple of times. It's all fine. Yi Kimsron, welcome to you too. Feki on YouTube. Aquatic Natural, welcome to you too. Nicht mit mir. Dystopia, working at the moment. Darn Dystopia. Same goes for you, by the way. If your boss comes in while you're watching the stream, it's not a problem. Just tell them they're welcome to watch too. It's all good, right? It's all good. Leah, your week's been nice. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Mr. Ali, welcome to you too. And by the way, yeah, I really appreciate all the clems. I'm so happy that you have so much fun with the clem and with the daily clem. That was a brilliant idea that I stole. Brilliant idea that I stole. So, friends, before we jump into the action for today, I have one disclaimer to make. And that is that it is freaking hot in here. If at any point during this stream, I look red like a tomato, that is because it is freaking hot in here. It's almost 30 degrees outside, sun has been boiling our apartment building, and inside it's even worse, right? For everybody who did not know, I'm living in a rental unit in an apartment building in the city center, so there's no real green around. It's all just concrete desert soaking up the heat. And as if that's not bad enough, our apartment is the topmost of the entire complex. And it is a flat ceiling complex. And as if that's not even the worst thing, they use this tar material, you know, this dark tar material on the flat roof to waterproof it so that no water comes into the residential units, right? And, you know, if there is sun boiling onto... What? Dystopia? You're right, Sonny. Thank you, Dystopia. Thank you so much. Now, what I was about to say is, imagine a flat ceiling, completely black because of tar material, sun shining on it 24/7 from sunrise to sunset, and the walls, like, they soak in the energy. So even if it's gonna be like cold tomorrow, it's gonna be warm in here. We're not gonna get the heat out anytime soon. And that is the reality of what I'm having to deal with, even though I'm gonna do some experiments on this. I've heard RTX Voice, the NVIDIA service, the AI audio enhancing service that they have, is pretty good apparently at deleting background noise. So maybe, potentially, hypothetically, if you pray with me, it might be possible that I can run my AC unit in the background, which is crazy loud, by the way. And hopefully RTX Voice would be able to just filter that out so you don't hear any of it. That would be amazing. I'm gonna try that out in the future, and if it works, yo, I'm gonna make 7 prayers. That would be amazing. Just so you have a little idea about the red tint on my face that is surely about to happen very soon. But yeah, how's chat's week been? How have all of you been, chat? How is it going? Vapor, welcome to the stream. Gummy Gnome, you have a crazy ceramic dagger build that can do damage cap. Well, ceramic dagger is pretty nice. Javok, what sun? You're in England? I'm not in England, I'm in Germany. In England, you have no problem with suns. Yo, in England, sun is not an issue. I should actually move there maybe. But then again, I like to be European. And not on the island, isolated all by myself. Squirrel, RTX Voice actually works? That's good to hear. I'm definitely going to try that out. Turn down the dB level at 300 to 500. 500, what? 500 decibel? That kind of sounds like a sonar bleep. It's gonna kill you instantly. Lego is good, that's nice. What aquatical natural you got a girlfriend? That's amazing, congratulations. Then why are you in stream? Are you watching together right now? Because if you're not watching together, then you gotta get your butt out of here and, you know, spend some time on a weekend with her. Just saying, you know. Relationship advice, MHBlacky. Did you know, right? Warframe is just a side gig. In reality, I'm one of those guys who has a YouTube channel who says, yeah, you just always gotta go to the gym, and then the girls are gonna come and never laugh and never show any emotion, because if you show emotion, then the girls are not gonna like that. You gotta be stoic all the time. Never show anything. I'm a manfluencer, that's right. I'm just doing Warframe for fun, that's the thing, right? In reality, I am the German Andrew Tate, friends. That is the reality. I am the most the most stoic, most masculine male-fluencer you can imagine, which is why I wear a t-shirt like this with dog sushi on it. Because I just have that aura. No, fun fact, don't listen to relationship advice from a Warframe YouTuber. It's probably not gonna go well. It's probably not gonna go well. Chat impression, Corey. Exactly. Hope your week was also good, Corey. What? Oh, Dystopia. You missed your, what? I missed your message. Indeed, I might have missed a message. I am sorry, Dystopia. I am so sorry. Thank you so much. I should show the bit leaderboard to permanent. Maybe I'm gonna do that. That's a good point. But that would mean that no one else will ever have a chance to catch up with you. Is that the intention there, Dystopia? You're gonna be a gatekeeper. Oh, sorry for missing that message. I didn't hear it. 69 viewers. Oh no. Yes, okay. Friends, Dystopia is gonna be a gatekeeper. You've heard it here first. That's not true, Nicholas. That's not true. I'm looking at Twitch and at YouTube. I have both chats open at the same time, but it's going very fast. So you gotta keep in mind, it's gonna happen that I miss messages. That's just gonna happen. Vapor, what's my favorite Warframe? Revenant. I think there's an FAQ under the stream. I don't know if I have Revenant in there as an answer, but yeah, Revenant. I love him. I just love the lazy playstyle. He's gonna gatekeep. Oh no. How dare you miss messages, Autumn Knight? It just so happens. That happens when you're a male-fluencer. Because you're too giga chatty, right, to just read messages. Pleb messages are not going to be read. It needs to be masculine messages, giga chat messages. Revenant main G-Text, oh, I love you back. Revenant is just a really nice frame. If you haven't already, Taxer, check out my Revenant guide from last year. Still pretty up to date. It is fun. It is very fun. So, how about, friends? How about we jump into the game for a second? You know, it's still a Warframe stream, right? It's still a Warframe stream. Play. And let's also get rid of the background music. So, we can now open... But before we jump into Warframe, I gotta give you a little bit of a... how should I say, a little bit of a rule update, right? Last time we had so many people asking me on feedback of their builds that I couldn't finish them all, which I'm very sorry for. And this time I want to talk about your builds again. So you can send me your builds in the game and I will give my 2 cents on it. But we're going to change it up a little bit so that I hopefully manage to answer more of you. And this time we're going to make it that every single one will only get 1 build impression, otherwise I'm just not gonna get finished with it. And that would be very nice. The ones whom I answered last time already would be cool if you let someone else try to get in this time instead of asking again. That would be very nice. And Yeah, you can send me multiple builds, and I will then go through them from the top to the bottom and give you an answer on the first one where I can actually say something, because there is stuff that I genuinely just don't know because I don't really play these things. Meaning, right, you can send me multiple builds, and I'm going to give you an answer on the first one that I can actually say something about. By the way, if you want to link me fashion instead of a build instead, you can also do that. And now I'm going to log into the game to receive your messages. Log in. Okay, we're in the game. Let me switch the scenes to Warframe in-game. Update. Update, update. There we go. There we go. By the way, we have a little girly girl in the background right here. Now we will put her this way. Right. Right. We put her this way. This is Amber. And just in case you haven't seen it yet, you can watch it after the stream, by the way, I just uploaded a new video explaining Heat Inherit. We talked about it on Monday or Wednesday on stream. We talked about Heat Inherit, and I thought, why don't I just make a YouTube guide so everybody can look at it if they have questions about it. And this Heat Inherit video is including Ember right here. Don't watch it now because I'm super insecure about the numbers on my stream. Don't go away, please. You can watch it after the stream. It's just a video. It's just a video. All right, so we're going to take a look at viewer builds. Wednesday, Cappuccino, Rip Ghost, Wednesday, okay, it was Wednesday, just 2 days ago. My memory is already leaking. Gummy, what's my favorite melee arcane? No melee influence. I think melee afflictions, depending on the weapon, you can do some disgusting stuff with that. Yeah, exactly. Corey, thank you for mentioning that. On yesterday, I uploaded the Gara video. If you haven't seen that yet, right? If you like Gara, you're probably going to like that video. And also, please don't go away just yet. We just started the stream. We're just going to start the fun. Okay, so, if anyone wants to send me a build to look at and don't know how to do it, maybe one of the mods can post that in the chat real quick, how to message that build to me in the game. And also, it would be really cool if we could, if you could give me a tiny little bit of more info about that build, like a question or will it do Steel Path? Will it do Archimedia? Something like that, just so I have a bit more context as to what I'm actually looking at. Okay, so let's start out with Squawwell. Hey, here's my Mesa build, but do check my Zaw build, it's energy generator plus slam damage. Okay, so you want to check out the Zaw build? Let's check out the Zaw build. How about we take a look at Squawwell's Zaw build? First of all, what's interesting to me here is the Exodia mod on heavy attack kill, energy rate for 4 seconds. So this is a nice energy recharge thing, very good for convenience. That's, by the way, also the great thing about all Zaws. They can have a Zaw arcane and they can have a melee arcane. Of course, we go melee crescendo, right? Maximum melee multiplier. But if it's a slam build, why are you slamming with Tennokai? Squawwell, if you're slamming with Tennokai... Oh no, it's not a Tennokai, sorry. Just didn't see that it was movement speed. So yeah, condition overload for more base damage makes sense. Sacrificial steel on heavy attack builds, absolutely the right choice. Seismic wave, more slam damage. Then we have more attack speed. Is attack speed really necessary for slam damage? I'm not entirely 100% sure because I'm not too much of a slammer myself. Fever Strike is good though because more damage is always more gooder, right? Big number, monkey like big number. And we have initial combo is nice. Initial combo is very nice. You have 169 rolls on that Riven. Boy, that's insane. That's insane. Did you roll all of that? Did you roll all of that or did you buy it like this? How much Kuva is that? Holy cow. Now, in general, I think this is a pretty decent setup. I'm not entirely sure if for slams, the Fury really helps. And maybe... No, I think Crescendo is fine. It's not going to be at the maximum potential right from the beginning of the mission, but it's going to be fine. It's a good build. It's a good build. It's just a supported weapon. Okay, it's just a supported. Friends, have you seen that? Heavy slam build, heavy big bonk. It's only a support weapon. Hey, the damage numbers, just an illusion, friends. It is only a support weapon. Oh boy. No, I really like it. I think this is a great support weapon. This is which Warframe do you think will get vaulted this time? I have no idea. I don't really keep an idea on what's going to get vaulted and what's not. Lego Master, yes, I do accept fashion and builds, but I'm only going to, look at one item per player so I can actually, get back on the backlog, right? But yeah, if you want to send me fashion instead of a build, then sure, do that. Ripgust, yes, I also think that Open Him Eyes is a really, really good ability. I think it's pretty underrated because it doesn't do the snap and the armor is gone, right? It doesn't do that. It takes a little more time, but if you have enough ability strength, then Open Him Eyes is really, really good. And I just love the convenience of just having it on, right? You press it once, it is on, and then the armor melts away and you don't need to spam it. That's really, really good. What? Stream is gone again? Yo, I don't get what's the issue. I really don't get it. It happens kind of every time, I feel, even though my broadcasting software is not showing any issues. And now we're back, apparently. Okay. It's good to know. Now we're back, apparently. I'm just saying, if my stream gets interrupted, that might be an issue on Twitch's side. For everybody who's watching on Twitch, if the stream is gone, you can post it in the chat to notify me, of course. But until now, up until this point, and I'm not saying that to brag or anything, just so you understand it better, in my broadcaster software, it does show if the problem is on my side, right? If the problem is on my side, that means the broadcasting software will show me, hey, yo, there's a network issue. You're dropping frames. There are frames that you stream that are not being sent. Right now, it says that from the beginning of the stream on, there has not been a single drop frame. So if the stream gets interrupted, this must be an issue on Twitch's side. If Twitch were to be down for more than a couple seconds, you can always go over to YouTube because I'd stream in parallel, YouTube and Twitch at the same time. YouTube was ripped too. Okay, that's interesting. That's very, very interesting. To me, it seems fine. I mean, I have the monitor right here. Can you give me a quick update, a quick live update, everybody? Is YouTube and Twitch fine now, or is there still down stuff? Is it still down? Because before we look at Cappuccino's stuff right here, yeah, fine, Tian, thank you so much. Good right now, Teacup. Fire Lizard, we're back. Well, welcome, Fire Lizard. I haven't seen you today, so just wanted to say hi. Twitch on your phone died, Lego Master. I'm so sorry. Paladin, okay, fine. Thank you all so much. Hari, also Grugs, welcome. Demo, oh boy, we're so many people already. I'm getting stage fright. Please don't get away, please. Please don't go away, though. I'm insecure. No, just chill it. Anton, welcome. No, you're not late. You haven't really missed anything. All right. How about now that the issues are apparently being overcome, we take another look at Cappuccino. What does Cappuccino say here? You picked up a 10 at Arca Plasmor yesterday. Congratulations. A very good 10 weapon, by the way. Two similar builds, just unsure which one is the better one. Okay. Let's take a quick look, because it's a comparison. Let's take a quick look at both of them. More multi-shot is cool. Galvanized makes sense. Yeah, more damage, more multi-shot. Very good. Magnetic, critical deceleration, Ravage. If you had primed Ravage, of course, you could use the prime mod, but I'm sure you know that. Same for Cleanse Grenier. So you have a viral right here, right? Viral magnetic. Yeah, viral magnetic radiation. Galvanized acceleration, projectile speed. Okay, so this is a Grenier build, right? A Grenier build with viral and magnetic because it has fire rate, apparently, I think. Fire rate and damage. It's a good thing. See, the thing is, the status chance of the Arca Plasmor with 61%, it is fine. But given the fact that you have a relatively low fire rate, you wouldn't want to 100% build for status chance. So instead, yeah, I think you're already doing it right that you're going for viral here. But since you're not going for status chance all that much, I personally would say it's probably better to go for corrosive instead of viral. That would be my decision here. Compare that to the other one. We have more damage. I mean, the punch through doesn't matter all that much because you have punch through anyway. But the damage is cool. Magnetic weld. No, you don't. You don't want this here because you don't take magnetic for the status effect here, right? You take magnetic because you have the fire rate and a bit of extra damage in the form of magnetic. So I would say this does not really make sense other than if you use it specifically as a weapon against Eximus units. So yeah, in general, I would say if you have a source of priming a lot of status effects, then I would use the faction damage mod. If you don't really prime a lot of status effects, then semi-shotgun cannonade is good. And I would go for the 90 elemental mods here, and probably corrosive instead of viral. That would be my 2 cents. Hope that helped, Cappuccino. And I'm happy. It didn't take 10 minutes for me to do that. It did take 10 minutes for me to do that, like last time. Let's see, who came in while I was talking? Musha, favorite Coda weapon. That stings because I still only have... I don't have a single one! Don't have a single one! But I did kill my last Lich in the last stream. That's the good thing. That's the good thing. Next, please welcome and Fibonacci. Fibonacci. That is a Warframe enjoyer name. Is your Zodiac Pisces as well? Because if yes, then I think you're the human incarnation of our favorite Warframe character. Welcome to the stream, Fibonacci. Ember looking nice. Thank you, Ziptify. Thank you. Oh no. Hey, you're welcome, Fibonacci. Hope you had a good week. The dual Toxicra, yeah, I think they're also pretty good. I've heard they're very good. Warframe Flow said that in his tier list of the Coda weapons. I still think the dual Toxicist Incarnon are better though, but, you know, it's an Incarnon weapon. What the heck? Foodhow, with the new AX52 mod from Nightwave, what's the best Hunter munitions build for that rifle? I don't have that mod yet. Unfortunately, I haven't tested it yet, and once I have it, I want to put out a video where I compare all Skulldraw weapons, but in order to get the full picture, I'll need to get that mod, and I will give you an answer on that, probably in that video, as soon as I have that mod, because I didn't really spend much time with the Nightwave. That's the thing. Tevlon, welcome to the stream! Anton, you like my Gara build. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Happy that you liked it. Yeah, like, honestly, friends, I gotta be 100% real with you. I think I underrated Gara quite a bit. I plead guilty, right? I underestimated Gara. I always knew Gara is a strong Warframe, but I always thought she was more in that category of strong, but yeah, whatever, just play Revenant. But no, I think, genuinely, I'm going to put out a top 10 2025 Warframes list relatively soon, in May, and I'm not 100% sure yet. I don't want to call it just yet, but I think Gara might actually make my top 10 for this year so far. I think Gara might actually make my top 10. She is that good. It's crazy. Lego Master, you need high voltage for your Fenmore build. Yeah, high voltage sucks a little bit because it's cringe to farm, but maybe you get lucky with the Borrow inventory, right? Borrow has the 60/60 electricity mod sometimes. That's really good. Salmonator, welcome, bro. How's it going? I know you texted me something yesterday on Discord, but it was too late and I was so busy, so I didn't answer yet, but I'm definitely going to do that. Haven't missed that. Hope you're doing well, man. How's it been? How's your week been? By the way, if you don't know Salmonator, let me try that again. That shout out comment. Shout out Salmonator. Boom! By the way, Salmonator, I am very proud that I finally figured out that the dashes next to your name are L's. Yo, I was so struggling to find you with the search function. And then I saw it's on your Twitch page. It says these are L's. Oh man. Okay, friends. I hope you all had a good week so far. Thank you everybody for joining. You're welcome, Sam. You're always welcome. Sam was, by the way, the one where I stole the idea with the daily clem. By the way, if you have channel points, you can use the daily clem on Twitch to say clem in the Twitch chat. And now let's finally look at the next build because I already feel that I'm missing a couple stuff. We have Fire Lizard. Okay, let's take a look at what Fire Lizard has been cooking. Early Steel Path Kullervo. Let's take a look at your Early Steel Path Kullervo. Okay, so the first thing, of course, I'm pretty sure you know that as well. You're likely gonna want to replace the polarity on the aura slot because that will already give you 7 more mod space, which will come in very handy. I think you don't even need prime flow. I think 450 energy is perfectly fine with normal flow. Wouldn't necessarily focus on prime flow, not just yet. If you were to go anything melee influence related, no, forget what I said. So we have Umbral Fiber, yeah, health tanking build. That's decent. It's really decent. Triple Umbra, so you should get an Umbra Forma if you want to stay on Triple Umbra. I think on Kullervo, Triple Umbra is viable. It is viable, but ideally you want to make sure to go with so much strength that your overguard will be what gives you your entire survivability so that you don't need to focus that much on health. So probably you can save some mod space by just going Umbral Intensify and then, you know, use something else here. Stretch is good. Continuity, definitely you want to have duration, right? Otherwise, Wrathful Advance is going to take forever. Arcane Blessing for even more health, and then Mold Augmented for the strength. Okay, so yeah. Like, I personally am not the biggest fan of going health tanking with Kullervo, because once you have enough strength, you can actually get a pretty decent amount of overguard. Ooh, Thick Age, welcome! Thank you so much for your sub! Hope you had a beautiful week, wish you a nice Friday, a good start in the weekend, because, you know, with MLG Lotus, with Bling Lotus, with Bling Lotus, I cannot wear my hat because of headphones. With Bling Lotus, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Thank you so much for the sub. I was actually thinking about making a channel point reward for putting on my bling. I'm going to tell you a little story about that cap and those glasses in a minute here. But no, talking about the build, I'm personally not too much of a fan of health tanking Kullervo because you're going to get enough overguard. If you want to do health tanking though, then I think Triple Umbra, like you did, is the way to go. Plus Arcane Blessing, you're going to have a lot of survivability like that. So I think it's fine. If you like health tanking, it's definitely fine. Focus on as much strength as possible. Get another Forma up in here and max out the arcanes once you get to it. And I think then you're going to be good. I mean, Kullervo is so disgustingly strong. It's good. I would recommend, if you don't particularly like the 4th ability, replace that with something from the helmet. What? Oh, I hear a landing craft, friend. I hear a certain Lisette Prime. I hear a landing craft. Is it that time again? And this time it wasn't even Dystopia who triggered it. Sibchick47, welcome to you too. Thank you so much for the sub. Also to you, and of course everybody watching right now, a good start into the weekend. You love that look, Sam? You love that? Oh god, here we go. Oh god. MacMan, thank you for the sub. Welcome. Everybody who joins right now, have so much fun with the emotes. I know it's not that many yet. I'm still in the workings of making more happen. The more community memes we experience, the better it gets. Maybe I make a little emote out of my bling right here. Oh god. Dystopia, no. I shouldn't have name dropped you. Brother, thank you so much. By the way, my bling outfit also includes this necklace right here, which totally does not have any symbols of potentially legal substances in the state of California. If you're in Cali, this right here is perfectly fine. I heard that, right? If not, pretend this is a Christmas tree with a couple white Christmas tree decorations on it. It's a kind of exactly Ananasi. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Exactly Ananasi. This is, I could not get it off with the headset. This is a Canada leaf. Don't get it twisted. This is Canada, right? This is pure Canadian patriotism right here. Warframe team, if you're watching this, I'm not promoting any illegal substances. This is just patriotism. This is just celebrating your country. Damo, thank you. Yeah. So yeah, I hope, sorry for getting distracted, Fire Lizard. I hope I could help you with the build a little bit. Thank you. Thank you for the new subs. Earning Beast, do you have a video that condenses all the must-get gold mods by any chance? Yes, I do have a video that is called something about best mods, blah, blah, blah. It is a 2022 video. It's a bit older. The title is still going to say 2025 because most of this is still up to date. But yes, I do have that. It's one of the earliest videos on my channel, going over the, in my opinion, most important mods, category by category. And I think it's a very, very good resource. Mind looking at mine before I go to Destiny 2. Blue Hoodie, of course. You want to go to... Let me... Where are you? Where are you? There we go. Let me get a quick look at Blue Hoodie because Blue Hoodie needs to play Destiny. Don't want to overuse melee influence, plus it seems fine. What do we have here? Glaive Prime. Okay. Melee exposure is good because if you don't want to use melee influence, that means more damage. Killing Blow, Galvanized Elementalist. MLG Commentator starting now. Pray again. Okay. Guess we're going to do an MLG overview of this build. Alright everybody, welcome to today's match. We're taking a look at the Glaive Prime build from Mr. Blue Hoodie right here. We have a heavy attack build that makes it explode, makes it go kaboom, and he doesn't like melee influence, unlike all the other teams who are playing the meta. Galvanized Elementalist is a very good one. Galvanized Gladiator Might gives more crit damage, but I still have the keyboard and can still switch between the mods even though you might lock my mouse. Then we have Sacrificial Steel, which is very good because you want to have a lot of crit. Prime Pressure Point could be keyboard locked. Prime Pressure Point could be locked. Prime Pressure Point could be replaced. Prime Pressure Point could be replaced with Condition Overload. Volatile Quick Return is necessary, and Amalgam Organ Shatter is nice too. All in all, keyboard unlocked. I think I'm good again, right? I think I'm good again. Unlocked. I think I'm good again. Am I good again? Okay. Blue Hoodie, have much fun with Destiny. I think if you don't want to go melee influence, this is an excellent build on your glaive. Like it a lot. One thing you could do instead of melee exposure, you could go and go for, what was it? Melee crescendo, and then go for, slash explosions. Always have that 12 times combo multiplier. Other than that, this is perfectly fine. If you have a primer, go Condition Overload instead of Prime Pressure Point, and it's good. Me likey. Maybe I should go and just close the tabs that I already answered. Otherwise, I'm going to lose complete track of what's going on. We had Skua Will. We had Cappuccino. We had... No, Paladin we didn't have. Did we have Paladin? No, we didn't have Paladin. I missed Paladin, but we did have Fire Lizard. Okay. So...
Impressive generosity.
What? Zipjig, thank you for gifting the sub to Blue Hoodie. Thank you. Blue Hoodie, much fun with the loyalty badge and the emotes. Thank you so much for your impressive generosity. I didn't even notice that the Hype Trainers logo. Holy cow. You're crazy. Y'all are crazy. I've been here for half an hour and I'm already in desperate need of water. Julius Kuva Ogress build. I do have a Kuva tier list on my channel. You can check it out. I also have a build for the Kuva Ogress as part of that video. But he is going away to the wrong looter shooter, Ananasi. I actually think that Destiny
Our numbers grow.
Agathon, thank you for the sub. Thank you so much. Welcome. Also, much fun to you with the emotes, with the loyalty badges. Good to see you. Hope you're having a blast. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're going to enjoy your weekend. Hope it's going to be as sunny as it is right here, which it is not going to be because tomorrow it's forecasted that there will be rain. Just saying. Just say, I think right now I'm pretty red, right? Right now I'm surely pretty red because I'm feeling hot. What was I about to say? I think Destiny is actually a pretty good game. I only played it like casually for 2-3 hours years ago, but I think looking at the core gameplay, Bungie is really good at developing shooters, and I think Destiny is actually a pretty darn good first-person shooter. I would yet have to try it. By the way, guys, should I do something like, you know, the big Destiny creators who came to Warframe and then made like...
Generosity, Tenno.
Simchig! Thank you so much again for gifting a sub. You're crazy. You're so generous. Thank you so much. What I was about to say is, should I do the same thing that...
Our numbers.
Quaddy! Welcome, Quaddy! Big Brofist, Tenno Brofist. Hope you're enjoying the stream. I mean, obviously, because you wouldn't do that out of hatred. And if yes, if you just sub to a channel because you hate that channel, then feel free to hate me. Hey, feel free to hate me. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. What I was about to say, should I one day do one of these things like Warframe veteran tries Destiny for the first time? I mean, for the Destiny crew, it was pretty successful when they came over. They were greeted with open arms. Maybe one day I do that in reverse. Maybe one day. By the way, I gotta be real. I was fanboying a little bit when I saw that Aztec Ross reacted to my Torrid Incarnon video, and he had a lot of good words to say about it. So I was like, oh my god, one of the biggest streamers in the world watched my video and he liked it. He liked it. He liked it. You will get disappointed, Amphi, when I play Destiny. Maybe. I would have yet to try it, right? When I played it only, you know, a couple hours before any real impression of the game could settle in. That's something I should say. Love your videos, Kanavi. Thank you so much and welcome to the stream. Have you seen the Heat Inherit one today? If yes, you can check it out later. Maybe you're gonna like that. I like Heat Inherit a lot. You don't cheat, Clem. Welcome, I don't cheat. Okay, so let's take a look at Paladin's build. Dual Tox Assist. Unfortunately, I can't see the Incarnon evolutions that you have here. I cannot see that. But I do like the Cascadia Flare. That's a lot of base damage. Galvanized Diffusion. One thing you could do right here is, because it's a secondary weapon, you could replace Cascadia Flare with secondary Encumber, and then use the Galvanized Shot for status chance and more base damage per status effect. Because if you deal a lot of different status effects, which you're probably going to do with the Dual Tox Assist, then you're probably going to get more base damage out of secondary Encumber plus Galvanized Shot than from Cascadia Flare. But, you know, that's more of a taste thing. In reality, you're not going to feel much of a difference. It's both going to be strong. Prime Convulsion, Pathogen Rounds, nice corrosive, crit damage. You could use the Prime one once you have it. Gunslinger for the fire rate. I would actually go for the Corrupted Fire Rate mod that gives you more fire rate at the cost of a little bit of damage. I think it was 90% fire rate or something. I think that's what you want to go for. Scorch is cool, but if you use secondary Encumber, you would also not have to use, wouldn't have to use Heat here. So yeah, that's just some personal ideas on that from my side. Hope that helped. Brayden, do I have a good beginner build for Zaku? Good question. I don't know if I have a good beginner build on Zaku. In general, you want to try to get as much range on him on Zaku as possible, because range is what gives you more guns, and more guns is always more good. First priority is range. Second priority would be strength and duration, kind of interchangeably. And that's basically all there is to it. Use whatever you have in terms of resources to make as much range as possible happen. Zaku is going to like that. Your survivability on Zaku is going to come from having your 4 on and not getting hit at all, so you don't really need to go for health tanking or anything. I think you're going to be fine there. You're going to be fine. How do we whisper, Lexar? How do we whisper to send the build? Can anyone quickly point out to Lexar in the YouTube chat how you send the builds? That would be really, really nice. Gui Boy, hello, welcome. Noob Karas, welcome to you too. Level cap build for Exceltra. I personally don't do a lot of level cap, gotta be real. I haven't tested Exceltra in the enemy levels around the 1,000 mark. Haven't tested that yet. Probably not the greatest weapon to go level cap, I would suspect. There are better ones, but at some point, probably I'm going to take a look at that. Jimmy, welcome, lads. Welcome, Jimmy. Welcome, welcome. By the way, everybody who is joining in as the stream goes, like Nightfall Alicorn and Mohammed, welcome to you too. And Cephalon Billy, Necros Prime is worth farm. Absolutely, yes. Every account should have a Necros. If not for the normal gameplay, then just for the loot in and of itself. Necros is a big blessing for everybody's account.
Generosity, Tenno.
Sibchick is dishing out the numbers. Thanks for gifting that to Shinobi Tenno. Shinobi Tenno, much fun with the emotes and everything. Thank you, Sibchick, again. Sibchick, sorry, reading. I'm an old man. I'm 30, so reading is difficult sometimes. I'm not proud of it. Yeah. Oh God. So, yeah. How about we take a look at the next build? Maystock, thoughts on Silence Subsumed on Limbo's 1. Unfortunately, I have not really ever played a lot of Limbo, so I cannot yet tell what is really good on him. I'm sorry for that, but I'm definitely going to get to Limbo at some point. Forest Druid, nice to see you too. Welcome, Forest Druid. Hope you're having a good day. How's your week been, man? How's your week been? I know how to whisper, but how do you link the loadout? Okay, for everybody who does not know how to link loadouts, just go into your inventory, click onto upgrade, and then this one here. And it's already gonna, if there is a mod, it's already gonna, it's gonna create a clickable link like this one here in the chat that is currently open. That's how you link loadouts. But let's take a look at what I Don't Know has here. Revenant I don't know. Mr. or Mrs. I Don't Know. You're in hot water if this sucks. Hey, you're talking to the #1 Revenant simp on this planet. You're talking about Mr. Revenant Enjoyer #1 here. You're talking about Mr. Mainstream, my favorite Warframe is the most popular Warframe of the year 2024. You're talking to me, alright? So, if that Revenant build's not good, you know what Moog did to my Wisp video? So, get your snacks and drinks ready. Let's take a look at what Revenant Prime from I Don't Know here looks like. Nikos, I'm multi-streaming Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Oh, that's a fashion. I thought that was a build guide. MLG commentator starting now. Okay, Mr. I Don't Know right now got away by not showing their build because they were running the risk of getting roasted for not having the craziest Revenant build at all. Right now, right here, we have a very beautiful black and purple Revenant with a with the ephemera that you get from the Stalker thingy event that I forgot about. We have the Kiro Signa, which is one of the nicest Signas in the game, the leg plates from... Is that the one that I think? Is that the leg plates from Lavos Prime? If yes, then that is very cool. This looks like a Gravedigger Revenant, a Revenant who only comes out at night to haunt the ghosts of those who should not be on the map. I personally think this is a beautiful Revenant. Thank you so much, and if he is on the map, then he is gonna get some multi-kills, like we have never seen them before in this tournament. I should really get a bit more creative with the MLG commentator style. I think if multiple people redeem that per stream, I'm gonna run out of juice. But no, I don't know. I like the Revenant build. I like the Revenant look. Can't tell anything about the build. Natix, are you going to PAX East? Nope, not going to PAX East because, you know, I'm not going to fly over the pond just to attend a gaming event. Would be cool. I'm pretty sure it would be cool. But for everybody watching, I will be at TennoCon. This year, live and in person. So if you happen to be there, you can come say hi. We can hang out. That's happening. And maybe this year, in comparison to last year, people will actually recognize who I am because I'm now showing my face. That was fun. Hey, when I was at TennoCon last year, there was a fun scene where I was standing at a food truck in line, and the guy in front of me, we were, you know, starting to get into a little casual conversation, and we were talking about, you know, everything. Was a really nice dude. Unfortunately, I forgot his nickname. But then at some point, like, I just casually mentioned that, you know, I'm doing Warframe videos, and he was like, "Oh, really? What's your channel name?" And I was like, "Yeah, you know, MHBlacky. Maybe you've seen one of my videos." And he's like, "What? You're MHBlacky? Oh my god, I didn't even recognize your voice." Because, you know, in reality, my voice doesn't sound like this because it's a microphone setup. And it was really cool. I actually ended up signing his comic book, which was very, very nice. And we sat on the table, had lunch together. It was super, super nice. Really enjoyed that. So yeah, maybe see some of you at TennoCon this year. It's not that long anymore. Who else do we have? Brayden, I do have a Zaku build. It's on my channel. I actually have 2 Zaku videos, one on normal and one on prime, I think. Campo Low, welcome. Always thought... Jeez. Oh god, when will these comments ever stop? Kawaii-chan, can you check out my build? Name is Senpai-chan. Okay. Well, we're gonna definitely go through those builds. I just like to chat to you all that much. I just love, you know, talking to you. Too many videos. It's true. I have a lot of videos. I've been busy. Yarrowly mentioned. Autumn Night. We're gonna get to Yarrowly. They kind of teased the next prime is gonna be Yarrowly. The teaser made it pretty obvious. I'm gonna make a Yarrowly video once the prime comes out. I promise. Twin Rage, not an Navara build just yet, but I'm definitely gonna get to her at some point. Haven't played her that much just yet, unfortunately. You just want one. Okay. Zular, are there any new updates? Next update is probably going to happen in June. The next news thing that we're going to hear is on the 10th of May, dev stream. They're going to tell us in which story direction the next end of the year update will go. It's actually going to be a huge revelation. I'm looking forward to that. But the next like content update in Warframe is probably going to happen in June.
Clone.
Yarrowly mating press, what? Okay, how about friends? How about we take a look at what we have here? Excalibur Umbra from Ligmalord. Yes. Oh, that's a fashion again. Ooh, black and red. I like black and red. Looks so menacing, right? We have the armor set that you get from the yearly anniversary event. I think the armor set. And this is no criticism towards this fashion right here, but I personally would love if this like dangle stuff would not be on the shoulder. I would just like if the shoulder would only have the lotus symbol like a normal shoulder plate. That would be cool. I would personally like it more this way because the chest plate is really freaking dope. I like this chest plate a lot. But, you know, the shoulders, I'm not too big of a fan of this armor set, but what are you going to do? Can't change it. But in general, I like the Excalibur Umbra build, the fashion. That's definitely a good one. And we have, let's take a look at Madman. We have another build, a mod configuration for the Phantasma. I like the Phantasma. Chat, do we like the Phantasma? Chat, do we like the Phantasma? Who has played the Phantasma just yet? Grugs, welcome to the stream, Grugs. Good to see you. Zular, also nice. Welcome to you. Autumn Knight loves the Phantasma. Cappuccino, obviously, everybody loves the Phantasma. Cinder of the Fallen. You also like, welcome to the stream, by the way. Welcome. Phantasma Silochi. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Siloshi. Interesting shotgun with fire. Best ever Phantasma, honestly pretty nice. We have a lot of Phantasma enjoyers here, it seems. We have a lot of good old Phantasma enjoyers. I love Phantasma too. Gotta be real, I played Phantasma up and down a whole lot. Do we have some more context to the Phantasma build here? Just started playing Warframe, so you will get galvanized. Oh, sure. It's a more of a new player build. That's perfectly fine. You don't have all the map yet. Please help me make this Phantasma so I can do Steel Path soon. And just switch mods. If you can show me a beginner build for Octavia. We're going to talk about Octavia at some point. So, a Phantasma beginner build. Let's see what we have here. You go for a lot of heat, which is very good. If you've watched my video that I put out just an hour or so ago, you will know that heat is very, very good. You have viral too. I would personally say, you know, as a new player build, so to speak, you can put viral onto the Phantasma, and it's going to be perfectly fine for Star Chart and also for a bit of the higher level version of the Star Chart for the end of the story. It's going to be fine if you have heat and viral on the Phantasma at the same time. For Steel Path, I would recommend if you go for the Phantasma into purely heat and a lot of status chance, and then get the viral from an external source. Like have your Sentinel do the viral priming for you, do your viral priming maybe with a secondary weapon, or you use Grendel's Nourish as a helmet subsume. That is something that I would go for if you go for a Steel Path, right? In Steel Path with damage over time weapons like this, you want to focus on purely that one element that you want to deal. And if you do that, you of course also want to go for an Elementalist mod and a faction damage mod. That is pretty necessary if you want to do Heat DOT in Steel Path. Plus, as you already mentioned, before you go into Steel Path, farm some arbitrations to get galvanized versions of something like Hell's Chamber right here, or Shotgun Savvy. The galvanized version of that is also really good. So these would be the steps that I would take to turn this very Star Chart friendly build into a Steel Path friendly build. And I can actually, you know what? I'm gonna show that. I'm gonna show that. I have a good Phantasma build. I want to show you the potential of what a purely heat DOT build can do. What do we have? Primed Rabbit, heat, galvanized, and we're going to use Grenier. Let's go into the simulacrum and take a little look at what this darn thing can do. We do need an Elementalist mod though. Can I replace this? Yes. No, can't. That's unfortunate. Can I do this? Nope. That's not good. Then we're going to have to do it this way. It's a bit of an old build. It's a bit of an old build. It's going to be fine though. This build was made before Elementalist mods were in the game, just in case you were wondering.
You are a true hunter. Where would the sanctuary be without you?
KTFO Official, welcome to the stream. Really enjoyed my videos. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad that you liked them. Have you also seen the new one on Heat Inherit just yet? Arbitration is fun. Yeah, Arbitration is really good. Also, welcome Tech. One build for slash or primary. How does one build for slash or on primary weapons? You want to make sure to have a primary weapon that has a lot of slash innately, and then you just try to get as much status chance and fire rate and, you know, crit chance, crit damage, faction damage mod plus Elementalist mod, and then your slashes will be brutal. But yeah, this right here. Oh god, have I? Where's? I don't find the build anymore, I'm sorry. Let's take a look at how the Phantasma looks like if you have a Steel Path viable build on it. Can you see... Can you see the craziness that is these heat status effects? And I gotta be 100% real with you, my Arcane for the damage is not even stacked up yet. My Arcane for the damage is not even stacked up yet, right? Now I'm at the maximum damage potential, and it just deletes enemies. It just deletes enemies. So yeah, if you want to take Phantasma into Steel Path, you're definitely gonna have a good choice there. It's gonna be a very good choice. And the good thing is the normal Phantasma is not even worse than the Phantasma Prime, because the stat changes on the Prime are actually not all that good. Keyboard locked. Keyboard locked. Okay, I can live with that. I can live with that. No, for everybody who is currently watching, this right here would be my personal recommendation for a...
Mouse locked.
Nice. We're going to look at that for a couple seconds now. Yeah, this would be a suggestion for making the Phantasma Steel Path viable. Keyboard unlocked. Maybe... Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Frank Dolphin, when am I gonna play Wuthering Waves? At some point, maybe I do that.
MLG commentator starting now.
Oh God, again. Let me come up with something.
We have come to today's tournament to take a look at Clem, who is sitting at this chair staring at what is going on TV. This is sort of a double fourth wall break because we are the MLG commentator looking at the MLG program in the MLG program. Welcome to all the viewers on the devices all over the world. We are judging today's builds from the community and see who is the best Warframe builder of this live stream. Welcome everybody who joined in later. Sit down, have a nice snack and drink, and enjoy the show. Where the heck did this Panzerwelpefala come from?
Oh God, you're back to leave your desk for a little bit. Dystopia. You gotta remember, you can type messages in the chat without spending money. Thank you for the 100 bits, Dystopia. Thank you. Inazuna, welcome. Smeddy. Smedbonia has joined the chat. Give me a second. For all the German-speaking Tenno out there, Dystopia, we're gonna sit together and I teach you how to write messages without spending money. We got this. I can show you. No, if you're a German-speaking Tenno, go over to Smedbonia. I just gave her a shout out because Madam Smedbonia is a very nice, wholesome, and entertaining German-speaking Warframe creator. Big love to you too, Smeddy. And yeah, we're chatting a lot behind the scenes. She's always helping me out with valuable insight on how to actually be good on Twitch. Because if you didn't know already, right, this is my 3rd week of live streaming. Smeddy has 5 years of live streaming experience under her belt. So yeah, she can teach me stuff. That is for sure. So now that we see that the Phantasma Prime is a pretty darn good thing, let's take a look at the next build. Broken War, Mastery Rank 9 Broken War. Are there any mods that you should work towards? Okay, let's take a look at which mods you can work towards. Stances for the swords, I'm not really all that sure right off the bat which the stances are the best ones. So you're obviously going for... You're probably going for a light attack build, right? Because you're having weeping wounds, so you want to have your combo relatively high. That means one mod that I would 100% work towards is replacing Sacrificial Steel with Blood Rush. I think you can get Blood Rush from the bounties in the Cambion Drift, if I'm not mistaken. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Blood Rush from the bounties in the Cambion Drift. I think that was where you get it. Blood Rush for a combo build like this here is better than Sacrificial Steel. Then, of course, the stuff that can be primed, like Pressure Point. If you have the stuff and it comes around, then you can go get Prime Pressure Point, but I'm sure you know that. I'm happy you have Berserker Fury, though. Berserker Fury is one of the greatest mods for melees. Gladiator might also cool, you know, double dipping into crit damage. I like that. This one also gives a bit more crit chance. That's cool. That's... No, so far, especially for Mastery Rank 9, this is pretty darn good. You could go, I mean, it's probably a slash build, right? You could go and also go for Condition Overload. I mean, you already have Pressure Point, but if you go for a slash DOT build, you might want to have even more damage. So replacing this with Condition Overload, I think, would be really good. And because this is a slash build, you also want to ideally have an Elementalist mod that you could put instead of this one here, and then a faction damage mod that you could put over this one. That would be the ideal of what I would do going forward. Blood Rush in here, Prime Pressure Point once you get it, faction damage mod, Elementalist mod, Condition Overload. That would be my personal recommendation on this one. Hope that helped.
Or a reach mod, Spowie. That's a good point. Or a reach mod. You could also go for a reach mod. By the way, welcome to the stream. Brayden, do I have a Fulmin build? I'm not sure if the Fulmin shows up in my best rifle tier list video. If yes, then there's going to be a build in there. But if not, then I don't think I have a Fulmin Prime video. I'm not 100% sure. Rustin sent me a Gora Lash build. Would be nice if you could take a look at it because performs worse than the one. Okay, I'm going to definitely take a look at that. Let's first quickly go over Dagoth right here. So we have Condemn. So shield gating probably. Shield gating or shield... No, shield gating. That's fine. Condemn is actually a really good one to stay alive, especially in very high levels. A lot of strength. So... I haven't tested this augment just yet, so I struggle a little bit to give my 2 cents on it. But to me, this looks like a very, very fine build. I mean, Steel Charge, I don't know if it's a melee build. You could use something else here, but it might be you're using Steel Charge because of the mod space. It's fine, right? You're not going to feel that much of a difference in the aura. But Blind Rage, Transient Fortitude, Umbral Intensify, a lot of strength, as well as Mold Augmented, and then also a lot of duration with continuity, efficiency, you know, Prime Flow, Equilibrium for the energy. It's very, very good. Maybe, I mean, you will probably have tested this. Not 100% sure if the range, but the range looks fine. Range looks fine. I haven't tested the augment, so I cannot really say how it works. Azula, by the way, I do have a Korra build that came out last Friday, I think. Apex Hunter, what's up? Welcome, Apex Hunter. So yeah, no, I think this is a pretty darn good Dagoth build. And yeah, this is definitely Archimedia viable. As long as you can keep up the energy to constantly spam your Condemn to keep your shield gate up, you should have no problem with Archimedia. This is fine. Do I have a Mesa Prime Build 0? I do have one. It is a bit outdated, unfortunately, though, because it was still based on stat sticks. I am going to work on making a new one very soon, though. Welcome to the stream, by the way. And Shaku, welcome to you, too. Just watch my Kalerva build, and he is so much fun. Happy that you have fun with the Kalerva build. Yeah, okay, Zora's, right? Zora's makes everything fun. Absolutely. And welcome, Seth. Wish you could see the person's Archon charts. Yeah, I also wish I could see the Archon charts. That would be very helpful. That would, especially also if you look at Incarnon weapons, would be cool if we could see the evolutions as well. That would help a lot. And welcome, Tyopher. Man, do you have a build for the new weapon? What is the new weapon? What is the new... Did I miss anything? What is the new weapon? Seiren Primo. Will I do a Limbo soon? I'm not sure how soon I'm going to be able to do it because there's still a lot on my plate. But I will definitely get Limbo at some point. And Mushi, welcome also. Kina Prime Incarnon, good? Absolutely. I think Kai, spelled K-Y-A-I-I, YouTube colleague of mine. I think Kai has gotten a very good Okina Prime build, if I'm not mistaken, with Volt. Lone Eagle, welcome to you too. Blaze Blue also, welcome to you. So many new faces. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Sealy Rosa, the Tonfas, I don't know, this is have you been using Mesa build even if it's outdated still? Yeah, the Mesa build is still pretty darn good. Actually, if you wanted to take my old Mesa build and adapt it to the new reality of how arcanes on exalted weapons work, you can just take the arcane that I put into my secondary, like the normal secondary weapon in this video, and just put the same arcane onto the exalted, and it should work very, very well. It should work very, very well. New weapon over the event 1 or 2 hours ago. Haven't checked that out yet. I have not checked that out yet. I am so sorry. Sassy Ladle, you have little arcanes? That's no problem. You're going to get there over time, right? Arcanes are nothing that you're going to get in 1 second.
Welcome Fierce Brick, by the way, and Kitten Jacob control the entire map. Who could control the entire map? Of course, we. And welcome Zerio. Nice to see you too. Let's go. Let's go. Let's take a bit more of a look at what we have here. Volt Prime. Worthy Camaraderie. So you're probably speeding up and electro buffing your companion, which is a very cool thing on Volt. I know Tactical Potato made a very crazy build with Volt and Naros the Sandcats. You should absolutely check that out at some point. We have duration, strength, range, a decent overall combination of stuff. Capacitance. So you keep your shields up, that is fine. I'm not necessarily 100% sure if you need this one right here, but if you used it, you're probably going to have a preference for this, so I think it's all right if you like it, but I would probably personally not use it. I'm not too much of a fan of status immunity. I think the best status immunity you can have is just taking a look at the screen. I would probably, if I were to play this, I would probably replace this with Adaptation, just so that the shields have a little bit more tankiness to them. Because if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but does Capacitance recharge your shield once your shield gate is triggered? Or do you have to have shield for Capacitance to even do something in the first place? I'm not 100% sure on that. Hearty Nourishment doesn't work as a subsume set? Okay. Didn't know that. Oh yeah, Lone Eagle, I know. In the event, you are at the very, very real risk of damaging yourself. So yeah, but overall, I think this is a pretty darn good build. I would like to see which companion you're running with this. Grogus Primus, Dual Ichor. Okay, Dual Ichor. Melee exposure, more corrosive, that's fine. Swirling Tiger, Discipline's Merit. So we're gonna have a light attack build, right? I do not own this mod, interesting. Interesting. Weeping Wounds, Blood Rush, Pressure Point. I would, if you have Condition Overload, I'm not sure if you should go Pressure Point. I mean, you already have Prime Fever Strike, so that's fine. Organ Shatter. Yeah, you could use Primed Reach instead of this here, if you have Primed Reach, that is. In general, Prime Pressure Point is like the only thing that I'm a little bit unsure about, whether this is necessary or not. Maybe you could go for, yeah, right here I would go for, what was it, Galvanized Steel, because Galvanized Steel is actually the best crit damage mod for melees. People think Galvanized Steel is a crit chance mod. That is not true. Galvanized Steel is a crit damage mod for melees that cosplays as a crit chance mod, because the substat of getting you crit damage is higher than the crit damage from crit damage mods like Organ Shatter. So I would replace this one with Galvanized Steel, and this with Primed Reach if you have Primed Reach. Other than that, it's pretty dope. It is pretty dope. Not gonna lie, it's really good. Like it. Oh, Shaku! Thank you for the heads up. Borrow is selling Primed Reach right now. By the way, before we take a look at the rest, let's quickly go to Borrow. It's Friday, right? Borrow's here. It's Friday, it's Borrow Friday. Let's take a look at what the man even has in his inventory. We're going to get back to the builds very soon. Do we have Borrow 69? No. I'm going to go to 53. Something tells me that 53 is going to be very full very soon. I don't know why. Hey, I don't know why. Grugus, hope that helped. Hope that helped. Spoilers! Yes, we're going to spoil now. Borrow has garbage, Robert. Let's take a look at what Borrow has. Let's take a quick little look at what Mr. Naro's lover has right here. Oh, we have a lot of Prime mods. Weapon recoil, yeah. Yeah, I don't know about all that. I think there is no weapon that really needs a primed recoil reduction mod. Prime Bane of Corpus, though, is worth considering. It is worth considering. Corpus in general are
not that tanky, so you probably would rather go for the Prime Bane mods of all the other factions first and then get the Corpus one. But there are situations where you would be happy to have a Corpus Bane too. So this is something that I'm happy that I have this mod. Primed Reach, for everybody who likes melee and doesn't have it, I think this is something you should definitely get. Prime Firestorm, if you like Torrid and Karnon to group clear, definitely get this, right? I talked about it in my Torrid and Karnon video. This one right here is actually really good on the Torrid. Yeah, Arcwing, we forget about that. Expel Orokin. I think this is also really good. I don't have this. I might get this. I might actually get this. Yeah, Archon, forget about that. No, I think the faction damage mods are something that you should always get. And Prime Reach is good. And if you like Torrid and Karnon, Prime Firestorm is also very, very, very good. Yeah, I think what Bauer has in stock for us today is actually pretty darn nice. I like it. To reach melee addicts get it. Yeah, fat guy, absolutely. Absolutely. Prime Reach is really, really good. Does Corpus Bane work in the index, Connor? I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. Corpus Bane mod should work in the index, right? It's Corpus enemies. Kit and Jacob, meme shotgun recall, perfectly correct. Hey, if you just have too many of those ducats, sure, go ahead and get the melee thing. It's all nice and dandy, right? You can do that. Connor, welcome to the stream. Where can you exchange the stuff for ducats? You can go to, where's that console? Here. Here on the side, right? Bauer is here. The console is here. And then you can, exchange your stuff for ducats. It's an option, but not a mod. Yeah, like, I think there are not a lot of must-have mods when it comes to the primes. There's not all that much. But I think Bauer stuff is pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Akuma, what is a good prime melee? That's a good question. There are a lot of really good melees. It depends on what you like. If you want to have like a Nakana, a katana style weapon, go for the Nakana Prime. It's really good. Glaive Prime is the best prime glaive, and I think the only prime glaive type weapon. Welcome, by the way, Kit, welcome to you. Quas is really nice. Yeah, Quas is also pretty darn good. Alex, you're not a new player, MR32, so you're 2 master ranks above me. I must have really struggled with universally good Mesa build. I mean, I gotta admit, my Mesa video is a bit older, but you can still watch it. It's still a pretty decent build. Just one thing you need to change in this build is take the arcane from my secondary weapon and put it onto Mesa's regulators, and then it should work just fine. Not having an Necros build? No, unfortunately not yet. What about the job application mod? I must have missed that. What is that? So, Lego Master was talking multiple times about me having to take a look at his Revenant Prime. So let's finally do that, Lego Master. I hope you're still there. Can you please skip my build? I'm Lego Master in-game. What? Nah, Inazuna. I don't think so. You're here, Lego Master. We finally got to your look. Zozo, can you show me how to set the home location into the back room? I think this happens automatically once you get into the back room for the first time, right? Doesn't it? Can you rate this from 1 to 10? Ooh, we have an eye. I wish I could just control the rotation myself. Florzy, welcome. Evening, Blanky. Well, hello, Florzy. Hope you had a beautiful week and you can lay back now with a nice drink and a nice snack and just, check out the stream. And hopefully don't die of heat like I do. It's going to be fine. This is a very nice Coda-themed look. Gotta be real, for me personally, right? For my personal taste, I think it's a lot tentacly. But if you like a lot of tentacly, colorful stuff, I think this is an 11 out of 10. For every tentacle lover out there, this is a really good Revenant fashion. Lego Master, you're
You're into fashion. You're into tentacles. Atomos. Oh, let's take a look at the Atomos. Backup weapon for Nidus. Main-wise, use Turret and Pennant. Okay, okay. Yes, Shadow of Death, I know I'm working on the Coda weapons. I know. Oh, we have a Riven. Oh, innate corrosive, then crit chance as well. Negative zoom, best negative stat possible. Fortifier, yeah, sure. Deleting Overguard, that's really good. Galvanized shot, target cracker, galvanized diffusion, accelerated isotope. I'm not sure if I would go for punch through, because punch through, in my opinion, does punch through do something on the Atomos? I'm not 100% sure. Does it? If yes, then it's really good. If no, then I would replace this with something else. Maybe a base damage mod. Do we have a... Oh no, you have a galvanized shot. It's your base damage. No, I would put maybe like primed heated charge into here. But that's really the only feedback that I have. The rest looks really darn good. Like it. Just K, hello, welcome to you. Hope you're having a good Friday. It's a really, yeah, Shuri, it's a really darn good Riven. I'm kind of a little bit low-key jealous, right? I'm a little bit low-key jealous. You're welcome, Lego Master. You're welcome. Do I have a video with an Atomos build, Brayden? I do have an Atomos shout out in my video on the best beginner weapons, I think. But I do not have a Steel Path Riven, Steel Path build for the Atomos. I also do not have an Incarnon Atomos video, but I probably should work on that. And Etche just got back into the game after a whole long time from my favorite Warframe reworked. Ember Prime got, Ember Prime is, let's just enjoy this camera angle while we're talking about Ember Prime, shall we? Shall we enjoy that? So yeah, Etche, I get that, right? Your favorite Warframe has the buff. We're currently taking a look at the buff that she got. So enjoy her. We all do that. Oh, we all do that. Void Rig mod configuration. That's good. Exactly. Praise the cameraman, Civic Chick. Praise the cameraman. Walking bakery in Gyre Square. Well, yeah. You know that we Germans like ourselves a good bread. So, of course, we're playing the bakery Warframe. Now, gotta be 100% real with you, right? You can see that on this mod configuration right here. I do not give the slightest damn about Necromechs, which is why I don't even own half of these mods myself. And just by the fact alone that you have a full 12 mod configuration on your Void Rig shows that this is probably top 1% of all the Void Rigs in the entire world. Are there even more Necromech mods in the game? Like, are there more than these 12 mods in the game that you could even put onto here? I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna probably obliterate everything, but given the fact that I don't really know much about Necromechs, I'm just gonna take a look at your second thing. So, you know, you get away with something. Necromech weapons, Rebetaline Barrel, more damage, multi-shot, crit damage, crit chance. We have radiation and toxin, and more radiation. I think that is very, very good. I think we're having one of the 3 Necromech enjoyers. Hey friends, we have Eve Crusher right here is one of those 3 people in the world who like playing Necromechs. I'm actually low-key jealous because my Necromech doesn't look like that. Oh man. Tai Lang, how do you get Rubedo fast? Play ideally a Steel Path survival mission on a tile set that has Rubedo and use a loot frame like Necros, and you're gonna get a lot of drops for it. Zero, I think Mesa's Vault still has a place, yeah. I mean, you can roll while you're in the ultimate, and you could always do that, but I still think for like slight adjustments, I still like Mesa's Waltz. I still do like that. Cedo Prime, Der Gecko. Okay, Cedo Prime. How do you like my Cedo Prime build? You've been playing for over an hour. That was not a message from Gecko. Let's take a look at Cedo. I like Cedo. Cedo is a really good weapon. Yeah, exactly, Squirrel. Exactly. I also only just maxed my Necromech for the new War Quest, and that was pretty much it. Lisse Stream, Germany. You didn't know? Yes, I'm from Germany. I'm from Köln. So we're basically neighbors. I was in Düsseldorf last weekend, yeah. One of my best friends lives in Düsseldorf, like the city. And this is something that people from Köln usually get killed for when they say that. But I gotta be real, I like Düsseldorf, so greetings. Water is good. Username checks out. Water is good. I do not have a dual tox assist video, I think, just yet. Or maybe I do have as part of my... No, I don't. I think I don't. So sorry. The beer is bad. Okay. Photoid Mac. I like Düsseldorf. Okay, I like that city. I really do. But we gotta keep it 100% real here. Beer in Düsseldorf tastes like absolute sewer water. You cannot convince me of anything else. This is some of the most disgusting beverage I've ever tasted. And I'm not even really a fan of beer from Köln. I personally like more of the northern German stuff, the really bitter ones. But like Düsseldorf is really bottom of the pile. I do not drink that thing. And in contrast to other beers, right, that get better with every glass that you drink, no. Just no. No. That ain't it. That ain't it. Oh, man. Florzy, you want to come to Germany and ring beer? You're more than welcome to. You should. Maybe you get a ticket for Gamescom. Gamescom in summer. It's always nice. You can enjoy your favorite video games and drink beer while doing so. Gamescom does sell beer in the trade fair area. It's really cool. That's actually one thing that I always like to do on one Gamescom day is get a little tipsy and then watch some esports of a game that I've never seen before. But if you're not sober anymore, that doesn't matter if you know what's going on screen. It's just fun. That's one of the best things you could do at Gamescom. But now, let's take a look at the Cedo. We have a Riven here, so low-key flex. Just want to get that out of the way, right? I also like that Warframe shows me right here that I do not own, in fact, this Riven. Thank you, Warframe! Wouldn't have noticed otherwise. Wouldn't have noticed. So this is a really good Riven. I would say, yeah, 9 out of 10. So galvanized, makes sense. We have magnetic, we have radiation, we have corrosive, vigilante armaments, and scattering inferno. I would use a faction mod instead of vigilante armaments. I would use a faction mod, and I would use a 90% heat mod instead of this one, because with the Altfire disc, you're already going to inflict heat, because it does, you know, the 4 base elements. That way, if you use a 90% elemental damage here, you're going to get more damage. And faction damage. I know nobody likes faction damage. I'm just saying if you put it in there, right, you're gonna have more damage. Primary Frostbite, I'm also a big fan of that. I like that. Actually, with the Cedo, it's really good. I like those multi-shot arcanes. You can use the Toxin and the Frostbite one interchangeably. Doesn't make much of a difference. All in all, very, very good build. I think this can clear Steel Path no problem. Yeah, Johar, yeah, welcome to the stream, by the way. But yeah, the disposition on Cedo is just absolute dog water. Otherwise, it would be pretty OP, though. Is your meme primer built just for fun and unique status effects? That's pretty... I mean, Cedo Prime can be used as primer or as damage dealer at the same time. Clem. Maxime, did you hear Clem? Yes, I did hear Clem. I did hear that. Musha, yes, faction mods are multiplicative. Faction mods are multiplicative to everything else, but they're additive to Roar, because Roar is faction damage too, just in case you didn't know. Mesa and Cedo Prime. Yes, I do like that. Czech beer. Sokisman or Chokisman, I hope I pronounced that right. The whole CZ type of pronunciation is always a little bit difficult for me. I think I've never tried Czech beer, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. So if I ever find myself in the beautiful country of Czechia, then I will make sure to try a couple of beers because I think it's a good experience. Do you have anything you can recommend? Wait, you rolled a Torrid Ribbon, Aaron. That's nice. Congratulations. That's like 1,000 platinum. That's like 1,000 platinum. Some people might see a Riven mod. I see 1,000 platinum. Your haircut hella clean. Thank you so much, Dixtiny. Welcome to the stream. Also, hi, Sora. Azima build, my favorite weapon, but I know it's trash. I do not have an Azima build. I'm sorry, but I'm happy to see you. How are you doing, Sora? How's it going? Just wanted to make sure. Yeah, that's fine, Musha. That's fine. Oh, Florzy. Oh, darn. You live in Ukraine, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I wish your country the best. I've heard on the news today, actually, that there was like a resource deal that Ukraine and America finally struck. So maybe, potentially, hypothetically, this can be a good thing to end the whole situation. I wish you that. And I hope that I'm going to see you at Gamescom one day. So take good care of yourself. Sounds like a real steal. Torrid Rim for 1,000, maybe. But is Budweiser Czech? If yes, then I've tried it. Yes. I didn't know that Budweiser is Czech. Squirrel, which Riven do you really want to get? Huh. Probably something Zorus? Zorus would be cool because I use that thing a lot. Do I have a Vault Prime build? Yes, I do have a Vault build. It's a bit old. Maybe I'm going to redo that video, but until then, it's still relatively up to date. Gryzik Pakuszek. You're from Poland. I couldn't have told. Like, I think that name sounds more French. Welcome to the stream. Tell me I'm Polish without telling me I'm Polish. Gyre fashion. Let's take a look at the gyro fashion right here, right? Because I have no idea about gyro builds. That's why we're just gonna rate the fashion. And I really like this. I like this more, not so high intensity purple because I think it looks really good on her. The metal look with the less saturation purple. I think that's really cool. I think one thing you could also try is, instead of going with silver and purple, try and go with bronze and cyan, something like this here. I think that's also a really, really good thing. That's something that you should also try. Baruch Prime. Ooh. Let's take a look at Baruch. Brief Respite, so we're having a shield tanking build. Arcane Energize, Arcane Strike. Primed Sure-Footed. Ooh, primed Sure-Footed. Somebody low-key flexing. It's Cyber Alpha. Yeah, Rakta Dark Dagger Siren is still up to date. Still works very well. There are some comments that are saying that this build doesn't work anymore because of the changes to how the augments that infuse status effects work. But I double-checked it, and as far as I know, it still works exactly the way that it's shown in the video, because I didn't use the electric infusion to combine that into an element. I used the electric infusion for pure electricity, so that should still 100% work. Xrex Gamers, should you use Octavia? I personally think Octavia is very strong, but I also don't like her gameplay subjectively. So that's up to you. She's not a must-have frame in my opinion. Sipchik, I can unfortunately not say anything about your gyro build because I have no idea about gyro. I have never really played her. Let's take a look at the Baruch here with a lot of strength, a bit of efficiency too. That's cool. Low duration. Oh, so it's one of those Baruch builds where you use Desolate Was it Desolate Hands? Orla. Wait a minute. It was, I think it was this build where we spam this ability to keep your restraint down and then you viral prime with this one. That's definitely very viable. I like it. One thing I don't 100% understand is why you're going for brief respite and then adaptation. Because you can kind of do that, right? You're shield tanking probably with adaptation. And then you fill your shield up with brief respite again. Yeah, it works. Precision intensify for the 4, sure, makes sense. No, I think that's a good build. I mean, I personally did something else. I personally used the 3 to get the restraint down. But other than that, I think it's an excellent build. Once you get to it, max your arcane strike is going to be even sicker. And overall, that's really nice. Anything new with the Wisp augment? I've heard Moke say that it's really good. I haven't tested it myself, but if Moke says something about Wisp, then I just treat that as a reality. I don't fact check that. If Moke says something about Wisp, yo, Demon Emperor, thank you for the sub, man. How you doing? OG channel member. Demon Emperor has been around for ages. By the way, Demon Emperor, right? Back in the day, when I was still German exclusive, I had a channel member perk. I think it was a channel member perk or something where I would name a pet after you. And I stopped doing that because there was a lot of back and forth and it was really messy to keep up with it. But one pet that is still around is Demon Emperor, because I use that Vulpaphyla forever. Demon Emperor, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Nice to see you. How's your week been? So yeah, just fun little backstory. Whenever you see this Panzer Vulpaphyla right here, it is named after one of my OG guys from the old German days. I think there's another one. Husky was also one name that survived. By the way, Husky, are you still around? Do you still exist? This one I named after a user because of something. I don't exactly remember. And that's it. Yeah, only 2 names survived. Only 2 names survived. Yeah, Demon Emperor, the Panzer. Yep. Just wanted to quickly share that. Fun story. Technik, nice to see you too. How's your Friday been? Maxim, now you know. Now you know why this name. I didn't really want to like spend platinum to rename it. Like, why should I? And, you know, given the fact that it's a Panzer, I, of course, use it all the time. Panzer goated, Frank? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Florzy, what? That's close to your Ember look? I like Ember and Blue. Like, I personally, the more I use it, the more I like bronze-blue combinations. Pet name's kind of obsolete now. Retouch anything other than the Sentinels. Yeah, but I still really like the Panzer, right? It's still super useful for viral priming. And also, welcome Whiska. The Tomos Incarnon is very good. Absolutely. 100% can recommend it. Which is the best way? Juancho Caches? Hope I didn't butcher that all too much. Which is the best way to get a vaulted Warframe for a free-to-play account? I would say the best thing you can do is run relics, get the prime parts from the relics, and sell those prime parts for a little bit of platinum, step by step, and then you just use that platinum and buy the stuff from other players. The only other thing you can do is wait until it gets unvaulted, but that can take some time. So I would just run some relics, sell some stuff, and trade for it. It's not as difficult as it might seem. Maybe if you're a newer player, it might sound a little intimidating, but it's really not. You can use the website warframe.market. It's kind of like an auction house, so you don't have to negotiate. You just go for fixed prices. It's really good. Your Limbos. I'm so sorry. I cannot really say anything about Limbo. Let's quickly take a look at the Prismaskana. Melee influence, like that. It's going to be AoE. It's going to be good. We have electricity and crit chance beyond. Okay, that's 520. Excuse me, what? 520 rolls? Are you crazy? Please tell me you bought this. Please tell me you bought this and you didn't roll it 520 times. This Riven looks very good until you get the minus 90% status chance. It's not too big of a deal, to be honest, because, you know, with Weeping Wounds, you're still going to get enough status out of it. No, you're not. It works, but I'm going to be real. I would probably put some more rolls into this because the negative status chance really hurts this. You know, Prismascana doesn't have a lot of base crit chance. Ooh, Dystopia. You got to drive home from work and now your stream would be over by that time. Have a good rest of the way. Well, it's 5K total. Wow, you made a 5K. Thank you so much again for your generosity. Have yourself a beautiful weekend. Have a good, have a good evening, good afternoon. It's good that your work day is over now. And hope to see you again next time. Enjoy your weekend. It's a Skana though. Yeah, that's kind of it. Ember Prime, do you think the Overguard will be enough to survive at level cap? No. I don't even know how much Overguard you get, but I can tell you Overguard is not enough to survive at level cap, period. Because at level cap, you're going to take millions of damage and you're not going to get that much Overguard. It's not going to happen. No frame can get enough Overguard to survive at level cap. The only what?
Welcome to the fold, Tenno.
What? Foe3 told, subscribe to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for the sub. And didn't the last hype train just end? Jeez. Thank you for your generosity. Have fun with the sub emotes and the loyalty badges. Hope you're enjoying the stream.
Our numbers grow.
Torgul, thank you also for your sub. Now we're at that. You first watched on YouTube. Well, welcome to Twitch then. And thank you for the sub so much. I think I need to make a short break and refresh my hydration very soon. Oh, man. But no, very quick. To answer the question, will you get enough Overguard to survive level cap? No. There is not a single frame who can get enough Overguard to tank level cap. The only frame that might be able to survive level cap because of Overguard would be Dante.
Generosity, Tenno.
What? Foe3 told. Foe told. Is it an E? Is it lead speak? Thank you so much for your 5 gifted. Man, that's crazy. You just like catapulted that Orbiter hype train to level 3 again. Holy cow. Everybody who got blessed with 1 subscription right here, have so much fun with every, emote and the loyalty badges. By the way, the loyalty badges that you see in chat right now, the gray triangle things, they look unimpressive. They look like a freaking military badge for a private, and everybody hates a private military badge. But just to be clear, I think from the 2nd month already, it's going to become a bronze one, and then it's going to get gold and platinum, and it's going to look like the loyalty badges over on my YouTube channel for the channel members. So they're going to get nicer. They're going to get nicer very, very soon. For everybody who currently has one and thinks it's ugly as F, it is, but it's going to get nicer. Very, very soon. It's going to get nicer. No, what I meant to say is, before you completely threw me off, exactly, Corey, these emotes show what I'm currently going through. Dante could survive level cap on Overguard because Dante has this feature where he regenerates Overguard over time, and that can keep you in the Overguard gate. Overguard, just like shields, can also gate, just that for Overguard, it's set to a maximum of 1/3 of a second, so it's not a lot. But if you have constant regeneration like Dante, it works. But other than that, no frame is able to tank level cap. The only frame, and I've said this before.
Impressive generosity, Tenno.
What? 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 Sim Big Chick just coming in with like another 5, right? This chick was like, hey, you in my turf? Hey, you in my turf? Coming in, you know, with the ghetto bling, everything coming in with the ghetto bling. Be like, hey, you ain't gifting any subs in my turf right here. We gangster, we keeping it real. I'm gonna keep up with that. Chick, thank you so much for your generosity. You know what? You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna put that thing on now. Put the headphone over it. All right, we're going full bling now. All right, you have earned it. We're going full bling now. We're going full bling. It's fine. We're going. I don't even care. Thank you so much for your generosity. It is crazy. It is crazy. We're gonna be staying bling for a little bit. We're gonna be staying bling for a little bit. But he can survive. That's who. Yeah, Dante can survive. You could. That's one thing I wanted to say. You could. And I did the math on this. You could.
Welcome, Tenno. Our numbers.
Gaydu65, Gidu.
Mouse locked.
Gaydu. Thank you for the sub. Thank you. Yeah, mouse locked. Chick, yeah, lock my. Save. By the way, everybody who wants to lock my keyboard and mouse, save your channel points to do that when I do Archimedia, because it's going to be much more of a pain for me. It's going to be much more of a pain for me. Look at that,
Mouse
Gamer
unlocked.
Florzy. Gidu, thank you also so much for your subscription. Welcome to the fold. Let me finally, for 1 second, say what I wanted to say. Inaros can health tank level cap. I haven't tested it myself, but I've done the math on this. And it should work if you put Inaros together with Nidus, who has the augment that he gives more health to the ally that you're linked to. This can give Inaros 250,000 hit points. Not effective hit points, 250,000 health. And if you go armor, adaptation, Mirage's Eclipse in defense mode, and the things that give you damage reduction while in the air, with 250,000 health, you're going to have enough effective hit points to be able to tank one hit from a level cap Steel Path Heavy Gunner. It is theoretically possible. Inaros is the only frame who can tank a shot from a Steel Path Heavy Gunner. Haven't tested it myself because it would require your Inaros survives till level cap in the first place, which is not going to happen. But if you could spawn a level cap enemy in the simulacrum, if you could do that, I would try it out and I'm pretty sure it would work. Guido, love the vibes, man. Well, thank you so much. I'm happy that you're enjoying. Happy you're enjoying. But now, let's quickly take a look at the Ember build. Arcane Hotshot. Sure, weapon crit chance makes sense on her. I have Archon Stretch. You're going for electricity. Why are you going for electricity? Which of your skills inflicts electricity? As far as I can see, none. So I would use the normal stretch here because you don't need the Archon version. Or do you have a companion who does that for you? If yes, then I understand it. Healing Flame.
A little bird tells me that nasty old Nathaniel's got something up his sleeve for the good people of Fortune.
Fireball Frenzy, yeah, sure. Viral Tempest. And I think this is a very, very nice build. I think you're playing it by casting this and then viral priming the enemy, blasting some fireballs in and killing everything. I think that's a good build. It's not necessarily what I personally went for, but I think it's a good build. I think Corey Diriga can proc it, yes. I think Diriga can proc it. That's why I also corrected myself there. I think it works. Oh, Rog. Also the Hound? Okay. Yeah, technically, the companions do that. Okay. Whisker, Archon Stretch looks cooler. Hey, just going for the bling, right? Just going for the bling. You know what? I'm currently not in the position to take shots at bling setups. Mesa Prime, more survivability or DPS? Okay, let's check that out. Combat discipline. Hey, I unfortunately I don't have my combat discipline anymore. But first of all, hey, everybody who was here when we found out that combat discipline is my mod, right? Everybody who found that out, I like this. Right? I like this. Combat discipline, Ananasi. Yes, yes, yes. Combat discipline. Woo! Maceless Walls, yes, would also use that myself. You have adaptation, plus, of course, your 3, which gives you 95% damage reduction. You have Prime Flow, Archon Vitality.
Impressive
so I'm
generosity.
Laggy Shaggy. Thank you, Laggy Shaggy, for gifting a sub. How you doing? Have I read you so far? Have I seen that you're there? If not, then welcome. Have a good Friday. Have a good Friday, Laggy Shaggy. Thank you for your generosity. Guys, you're going a bit crazy on the financials today, right? I'm feeling like we're playing Wall Street frame here. You're like investing in the Orb Valleys quite a lot, aren't you? I'm a bit speechless, not gonna lie. Thank you so much for all of you. Spelly, hey, welcome to the stream. No, so you're probably going for heat build with the regulators if you're using Archon Vitality. I personally am not a big fan of going heat damage over time on the regulators because the regulators don't have enough status chance to really make it work. So I would personally recommend probably going Umbral Vitality here to have like the dual Umbral with Umbral Intensify. Gives you more strength, more vitality, and then just go flat damage on the regulators. That would be my personal choice. Transient Fortitude is fine. Streamline is fine too. If you're having Streamline though, I would potentially suggest replacing Augur Secrets in the long run with Blind Rage and Arcane Velocity with Energize. Or you go Equilibrium here and Blind Rage here. Gives you more damage overall. No, but I think the only thing that I would really change here is don't go Heat DOT, put Umbral in here, have the double Umbral combo, and go flat damage on the regulators. But it's a good build, right? I would say it's 90 to 95% there. Seth, yeah, I mean, incomplete mods is perfectly fine. Hey, do you want to be triggered? You want to be triggered? I want to trigger you a little bit. Everybody who likes to get angry at YouTubers, please take screenshots now. Where are we? No, that was the wrong one. Prepare your screenshot buttons now. Get triggered. Get triggered. Dun dun dun! We have a primed heated charge that is not maxed out, ladies and gentle frames. Get triggered. Honestly, at this point, when I first started making videos, I hadn't maxed out certain mods because I didn't have the endo. Nowadays, I think I'm currently at 170,000 endo, so maxing this out would not be an issue. But I decided, also primed Expel Grenier right here, level 9 power. Yeah, beautiful, level 9. At this point, the only reason I don't max it out is because I get internal satisfaction of people who get genuinely mad in the comments under the videos that these are not maxed out. I want to be 100% real. I'm farming salt with this. This is just pure rage bait at this point. This is pure rage bait. There are certain things that have a reason, like for example why I don't do the mastery rank up, because I like the gold emblem. But this, you know, my mods being level 9 is pure rage bait. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. I have endo. Hey, look, I have endo. See? I have... No, I don't want to sell it. See, I have endo. 146,000 endo. I could do that. I just decide to not do it. And you are going to have to live with that. You're going to have to live with that. Because I'm a little bit of a gangster sometimes. I really don't care. Yeah, me neither. Absolutely love it. Yeah, me neither. I just like it. Angry now, Mr. Blacky Squirrel. I'm sorry, I can't help it. If you're getting angry, then the rage bait is working. Hari, about the beginner Phantasma build from before. Why do you run primed Ravage crit multi when Phantasma only has... because I think this build was usually used with a Warframe that had Arcane Avenger, so you would get enough crit chance to actually do crit with it.
If you don't go Arcane Avenger, then of course you would replace it with something else. That's a good question, by the way, Hari. Thank you for asking. Thank you for pointing that out. And now it gets really warm under this hat. I'm sorry, friends. I'm sorry for everybody who liked Bling Frame. It got hot. It got very, very hot. Nezha still good in Steel Path, Zam? Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Oh, we have Senpai. A Saren Prime. Let's take a look at Saren Prime. Let's take a look at We Do Damage Cap for Breakfast Prime. Abik Naskar, welcome. Hello. Aroma, nice to see you again. How's it going? How was your week? Good to see you. Honestly, man, I'm not gonna lie. This chat overlay where I can see YouTube and Twitch chat in the same window, it's just so goated. I can read all of you. It's so amazing. Is there any helmet ability that increases movement speed, Brandon? I think there is. It's called Infested Mobility, right? I think that works. Trumna Prime build, Shaku, I think we... Yeah, Shaku, about Trumna Prime, we talked about it in Wednesday's stream. You can still watch the VOD and see it. How do you get Archon mods? You do Archon... No, you don't do Archon hunts. You do this weekly Clem mission and use the resource from the weekly Clem mission to purchase these from the NPC in the Kal camp. That's how it works. Let's take a look at the serum right here. So what do we got? Venom Dose, me likey. Venom Dose really good. Always play that. So we have a more of a weapons platform frame. This is very good. Makes her much more survivable. Arcane Truculence is really good for freaking Saren. Mold Augmented, very good. You have a lot of strength, a lot of range. That's all good, good, good. Efficiency doesn't really matter because, yeah, the duration is fine. I'm not 100% sure. Do you have enough energy economy? Do you have like any source of energy other than... Because I don't see Equilibrium, I don't see Arcane Energize, I don't see Archon Stretch. I'm not sure if this has enough energy to sustain itself constantly. If not, replace Argo Reach with Equilibrium, and the rest is perfectly fine. Rest is perfectly fine. Shield gating is good. It's a good Saren shield gating build. Me likey. Okay, using the Occucore for more survivability, that's fine. That is really, really fine. Carl do mission, not Clem, Saint. Yeah, that's true, Saint. Welcome to the stream, by the way. And also, Skittle, nice to see you again. How was your Friday? Is there any tips on killing Legocytes faster in Steel Path? Not really. Just use as much damage as possible. As far as I know, there's no hack to it. It's no hack to it. If there is, then I don't know it myself. Abig, can I show you some Nezha Prime build? Unfortunately, I don't currently have an up-to-date Nezha Prime build. Nezha is also one of the frames that I really need to get into. Next to Override, let's take a look at your Noctua build. I like Noctua. So I think this is more of a mid-game build, right? I assume it's a bit more of a mid-game build because there's no Arcane in here. And there's no Prime mods. So, of course, one thing... I don't have Magnum Force? Pretty sure I do have Magnum Force. Pretty sure I have that. But alright. Whatever. For a mid-game build, I have nothing necessarily to say against this. This is good. Only thing you probably want to have if you're going for Slash with this right here, use a faction damage mod. I keep saying it again. It's really, really good if you go for Slash DOT. Probably use the faction damage mod instead of Magnum Force. But other than that, for a mid-game build, this is fine. But of course, if you want to go end game Steel Path, then check out the Noctua from a recent Dante build. If you want to have an impression of a real, like, end game galvanized everything setup, then check that out. Holy moly. Can you do an Eidolon video? Rock on. One day I will do that. One day I will do Eidolons. I swear one day I will do that.
but that day might still be far. If you want to have a good Eidolon guide, I think Warframe Flow has one on this. Warframe Flow has a good operator amp and a good, I think, Eidolon guide. Every time somebody asks me about why I don't do Eidolon, I just put Warframe Flow up as an excuse, right? I'll just be like, no, just look at what he did. I don't need to do it. I don't need to do it. Just look at what he did. It's good. There's no need that I talk about it, is there? Rolg, what's my favorite amp? I have a pretty good one. I just copied one of Warframe Flow's amps from that video. I don't even remember the combination. Just watch Warframe Flow's video on the amps, and one like the one that has the alt fire where it makes like this big cone that deals a lot of damage in close range. I think that's my favorite one. I forgot the name though because I'm not that much of an operator enjoyer. Can you tell me things to do before the new warm? Xrek Gamer 44. I have a video on YouTube that's called like a returning player's guide to Warframe, or are you returning to Warframe? Watch this, something like that was the title. I go through like chronologically through the game, and if you jump to the right point in the video, it also has chapters. You can see what I recommend to do before the new war. STLR, Kappa what? Huh? Kappa what? 777? Okay, it's a 777 apparently. Okay. Probably. Probably. Show us your Korra. My Korra is visible in the Korra video, what I put out last week. Check that out if you haven't already. You like the discs flying all over? What? Which discs? Are we talking about the Cedo again? Oh, we have a dual toxicist, and shout out, by the way, Mason, big shout out for having the secondary encumber plus galvanized shot combination on the dual toxicist. I don't know if you were around back then, but I mentioned this on the last dual toxicist build. This, I think, is the highest base damage version that you can get on this weapon because it has such a high fire rate and good status chance. I like this. I think this is genuinely the best way to play it. Anemic agility, as I said before, right? More fire rate, really good. Crit, multi-shot, jolt, pistol, pestilence, so corrosive, that's fine. Yeah. Probably, if I were to use it against Grineer, I would put primed Expel Grineer in here. That would be the only change that I make here. This is a really good build. I think it slaps. Go boy, yes! Finally, Gory boy, we have you. No, we don't close the tab. Protea, ooh, Protea. Looking forward to Madame Protea. Butautinho, you're new here. I have a question about farming spawn manipulation in different maps and how to maximize it. That doesn't sound like you're a new player. That doesn't sound like you're a new player. Spawn manipulation in Warframe is usually not the new player question that people ask first, right? I don't know about you, chat, but like when I was new, I was like, where can I get Serration? Is the MK1 Breton really good? And like Butautino comes in here, be like, hey, how can I manipulate the spawns, guys? I need some help here. I mean in chat, no, I got it, man. I'm just making fun. But to be perfectly honest, I don't really know much about spawn manipulation in Warframe because I've never looked that much into it. I just generally think that tile sets with less verticality are preferential because if you have enemies spawn above you, it's kind of heavy or kind of difficult to hit them, obviously. So probably try to look for a tile set with a lot of horizontal stuff, like straight up corridors. Those usually work pretty well because enemies either spawn in front of you or behind you. But it always comes down a lot to luck. So let's look at Gui Boy's video. Protea Prime. I want to take a look at your Madam Protea. We're having a mobility Protea here with sprint boost. Interesting. Mold augmented and efficiency. I think I used that myself on Protea, right? Outcome vitality, absolute must, of course, for the double heat procs. Stretch. Blind range, we have 145%. You could maybe go for a little bit more range. Maybe. No must, though. Umbral Intensify is good. Prime Continuity is good. Streamline is good. Flow is good. Equilibrium is good. I like it. Really, the only thing I could say here is, you know, max out the arcanes and the mods. Sure, but you know that yourself, obviously. Other than that, it's a really darn good Protea. It's going to deal absolute tremendous damage, especially, and here's the sneaky peeky shout out to my recent video if you haven't checked it out already. If you use Protea Prime, use Heat Inherit. Hey, use Heat Inherit. I'm going to quickly go to the Simulacrum. For everybody who is currently maybe on Twitch or hasn't watched my new video just yet, let me show you again what Heat Inherit, like how incredibly freaking strong Heat Inherit is. I don't think you need Prime Flow though. I think if you have a good energy economy, Primed Flow is actually a mod that you don't need all that much. There are not a lot of Warframes where I think Prime Flow makes a big difference. You either have enough energy to keep yourself afloat on normal flow, or you don't have enough energy recharge. That's usually the case in my opinion. So let me flex a little bit with Protea. By the way, my Protea build looks relatively similar. Right, my Protea build looks very freaking similar. I just have, you know, adaptation because I want to shield tank a little bit more. But other than that, right, my Protea is pretty similar. So, good build. No. We will do... Let me quickly use this one for that. Pure Cold, Corrosive Heat. No, we're gonna make that one here free. We're going to go for a little Heat Inherit thing because I want to show you something. With our not maxed out Heated Charge, with our Scorch, and then we go for Infested and Duration. Boom. Oh, can you go even more status duration? Love that Protea fashion. Thank you so much. Happy you like it. It's pretty simple stuff. It has the these shoulder thingies, the shoulder armor from the piercing eye shoulder armor. Looks really good on Protea because it fits very nice onto her shoulders. Other than that, it's just the prime skin without anything, just a couple colors, and that's all. And the Dante Scientana. No, but let me show you something. You all know a Juggernaut, right? You all know when Space Mom says, "A Juggernaut is nearby. Be careful or you might trigger it," or whatever she says. Juggernauts are some of the tankiest freaking enemies in the entire game. I can use one of my highest damage weapons, like the Burst on Prime Incarnon. Mouse locked. Doesn't matter. I can still pick it with the keyboard. I can still do it. Even without mouse, I could... Nope. Upgrade, not swap. Okay. Mouse unlocked. Maybe I cannot do it without mouse. Keyboard locked. Okay, now I have the mouse at least. I know I cannot write. I don't have a keyboard. Darn. Mouse locked. Darn. Laggy, Shaggy, Rusted, and Flexy, what are you doing? Oh, God. I love Keyboard unlocked. I love these channel points. I just love these channel points. That was a good idea. God, they're bullying me. Yes. But that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. So, let me quickly show you a build on one of the strongest rifles in the game. How ridiculously little damage this thing deals. Where's the weak point? Where do we need to hit to charge this? Okay, you know what? I need to charge this first. I'm dumb. Let's get some, I don't know, corrupted in and charge this first. Sorry for the delay. Laggy Shaggy, nuh-uh. Shaggy is a bully. Shaggy is a good bully. So, get the Incarnon going. Get the Incarnon going. Bam. And remove. And get the Juggernauts back in. Boom, boom, boom. Kablooey. Now we have the Juggernauts, right? Emperor Prime, welcome, man. Good to see you. How was your week so far? If we pull the enemies together, because that's what we want, one of the strongest weapons in the game, right, the Burst on Prime Incarnon, deals absolutely no damage against them. Because Juggernauts are so unbelievably tanky. That is, your week was pretty relaxed. I'm happy. My week is also pretty relaxed, just holding down left mouse button while not doing damage against these Juggernauts, right? That's how we do it. That's how we do it. So yeah, I think this goes to show that Juggernauts don't like to take damage. Now, if you use the Blaze Artillery for Protea, it's going to deal significantly more damage. It's going to deal significantly more damage, which is already very impressive. But if we use Heat Inherit, it deals even more damage. And I want to show that. I did show that in my video that I uploaded today, but for everybody who hasn't seen that, check it out after the stream, by the way. If you use a weapon that inflicts heat on the enemy, why doesn't this... Okay, never mind. I'm just going to go and use my Ignis. That's what I did in the video. It worked. Where was it? Where was my... There. If we inflict heat now they have heat on them, the Blaze Artillery deals significantly more damage. The heat damage over time ticks are absolutely obliterating these enemies. It is very, very nice. Check out my video too. Just love it. Just wanted to quickly flex with Protea being very, very strong. Squirrel, you want to see me on level 230? I don't know. I do not even have level 230. I am not legendary. Oh, man. By the way, before we go on, right? Before we go on, let me take a very quick 2-minute toilet break and also refresh my hydration. Don't go anywhere. Or maybe you can open in a second browser window the Heat Inherit guide that I was just talking about. Maybe, potentially, hypothetically, you could do that. I will be back in 2 to 3 minutes, so don't go anywhere. And yeah, see you in a couple minutes, and then we're gonna actually do something. Okay, we're actually gonna do something.
Clem. 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 Clone. 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 Clone.
I am back, friends. My voice sounds like I aged a lot, but I'm back, and I swear I'm the old one. I'm the same. Okay, I'm back, friends. This is full. This is empty. We can continue with the fun, friends. Jump scare. The thing is, everybody who writes jump scare now has proven their loyalty, has proven that they do not get chased by Clem for this weekend because they have stayed here, and I appreciate it a lot. Do you want another jump scare? Oh, man. Let's get back into the game, shall we? So, I've seen that we still have a whole lot of stuff to go over, right? Still have a whole lot of stuff to go over. And I actually want to play the game a little bit later today. So my personal suggestion would be here. Who gave you bro a soundboard? Anton. I've had that soundboard for half a year, just didn't notice that the big colorful buttons actually do something if you press them, right? I just never tested it. I've had this audio interface for months. And I just never bothered to test the big colorful buttons. It can actually do some other stuff too. I love it. Every man has a child deep inside of them. And we, let's be real, right? We guys, we might be adult men. We might, have high responsibility jobs and everything. But deep inside, every man is just that little child who really loves to press colorful buttons, who do... Isn't it like that? Oh, man. I love that thing. I should really remember using those things more often. Can you imagine? These things are pre-programmed, right? I did not put that on there. This was delivered right out the factory, just like that. So can you believe that somebody in the high-ups of the company were thinking, hey, which features should we put into our highly priced audio interface for professional podcasters? What should we do? Which features would a professional podcaster who buys an audio interface for $600, which features would they need? And then, one person was like, make an MLG horn sound. Make an MLG horn sound. And they did that. And I like that. I really do. Okay, so what I wanted to say, by the way, I actually want to play the game a bit, and I know there's still a lot to go over. So I'm going to give you for 15 more minutes, I'm going to give you rapid fire impressions of how many ever I can do. And then I want to do some Netrocells with you, because I still have 3 search pulses for this week, and Deep Archimedia was garbage, so I don't want to do that. But I want to use the 3 for the Netrocells. Hopefully, potentially, hypothetically, exactly, Anton speedrun, we're going to do that. What's the best way to farm arcanes? Oh, I have an arcane guide, by the way, A1X, where I show you how to get all the important arcanes. Maybe you want to check that out. But yeah, we're going to do rapid fire now for 15 minutes, then we're going to play Netrocells. Let's go. You can bet how many I actually managed to do. Let's see who gets it right. So what we have here, Saren Prime. Didn't we do that? Saren Prime? No, not this one. Prime Sure-Footed is good. Arcane Energize, Umbra Intensify. We have a lot of duration, a lot of strength. That's good. We have range is relatively low, so this is probably a gun runner build, right? Venom Dose, yes, makes sense. Nourish is good. Is really good. I would probably free up this for Arcane Avenger, put Equilibrium into here, and that's probably what I would do. But it's a good build. Like it. If you like gun running Saren, go for that. Close tab. Next one. Torrid. Okay, what do we have here? Galvanized Chamber, Galvanized Scope, and Galvanized Aptitude. I wouldn't go for Galvanized Scope because I think it's not all that good for the Incarnon. Go for a faction damage mod here because you already have the base damage here. Critical delay, that's good. Yeah, definitely don't go Serration. Go for faction damage, Elementalist. Maybe instead of Vigilante Armaments, go for the for a primed Elemental mod. It's good. Foresto Prime mod configure broken what? We have a lot of duplicates today, right? What's the most important galvanized mod? I would say the multi-shot ones and status ones. These are definitely the best ones. Melidoti. Nah, that doesn't make sense. Melidoti gives you crit chance multiplier, crit multiplier on puncture status, but you're barely having any puncture status, so Melidoti doesn't make sense here. Other than that, we're having probably a... Oh, it's a slam build, okay. I don't know, to me seems a little bit all over the place. I would probably go for Sacrificial Steel for the crit. If you do a slam build, you also don't really need attack speed with a slam build. Yeah, go for more Sacrificial Steel, more crit chance, crit damage, not Melidoti, but literally any other arcane. And that's going to do more slamming than this. Oh, Forestry, you don't have any other arcane. Okay, I see. Didn't want to be impolite. Just note that once you get another arcane, something like melee exposure to give you more corrosive damage, that would be really, really good. I would definitely first look into exchanging the arcane. The Pathocist in question. For the general build, using Heat Elemental Ward, you can get blah, 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 to Bellicose stacks, giving her 1k damage, but that's cool. Chroma. All right. What we got here? The Pathocist. Coda Pathocist. We have a lot of status chance. That's nice. Sacrificial. I would use Prime Pressure Point instead of this. Sacrificial Pressure is not really good. Go Prime Pressure Point. Yeah, we already have Conditional Overload. Go Prime Pressure Point. I think it's better. Violent Scourge. So we have Gas. We have Viral. I think overall this is pretty darn good. Probably also, look into getting an arcane that gives you maybe melee exposure. Maybe go melee influence and then put, electricity onto it or something. Put electricity in here, melee influence. Kablooey, you're going to destroy everything. But overall, it's a good build. I like it. Oh god, we have another Saren. Sebastian, welcome. Is there any Butatinho? Is there any mod that can extend Incarnon length or nope, as far as I know, not. There are some Incarnons where I think you can get more Incarnon ammo, so they last longer. But in general, no, there is no necessary thing that could do that. Saren Prime. Let's take another look at a Saren. We have duration, strength, less range, and less efficiency. So we are going for another Gunrunner build. Rolling guard. I do have rolling guard. What the heck? Why is it telling me that I don't have that? So yeah, it's a shield gating build. Pretty standard stuff, pretty good. If you like the shield gating Saren, you can absolutely do that. Fire Lion, welcome to you. How are you doing? How's your week been? We're currently doing rapid fire build analyses to get done with as many as possible. Babonico. Okay, let's take a look at Babonico. Primary Crux is really good because Babonico has a lot of status. Projectile speed, if you want to, sure, you can do that. Not necessarily needed. Prime Point Blank makes sense. Galvanized Savvy, so double base damage, that's fine. Galvanized Cell, Shotgun Barrage, Magnetic, and we're going pure Magnetic here. Yeah, Magnetic Electricity, okay. I would replace this one right here with a Faction Damage mod because you're getting base damage from Galvanized Savvy, so you don't need to do double base damage. Other than that, it's a really darn good build. Nothing to add here. It's very good. Doing great. What about you? Thank you, Fireland. I'm also doing great. We had a very fun stream so far. And when do I do a Grendel build, Druid? As soon as I get to it. I can't promise anything. I'm sorry. Sunny Firebug. Play with Burst on Prime Blast build. Want to know if you have a helmet recommendation. Burst on Prime helmet recommendation for a Burst on Prime. If you do Blast build Roar, you're going to get more damage out of it. Or, of course, a grouping ability. You know, for Blast, you always want to group up the enemies. If you want to deal more damage or you have a Warframe with a grouping ability, go Roar. If you don't have a grouping ability, then go with, go with something that you can use to group. This is a beautiful Nidus. Kind of the color scheme is a little bit like the Gyre that we've seen before, right? You know, silver and dark purple. Really like that. Also here, one recommendation that I think would also look absolutely sick is replace the purple with a light blue and then replace the silver parts with bronze. And I think that is also a very good combination. Like it a lot. Mod config Citrine. Ooh, we have a Citrine. Aaron, also welcome. Aaron, how's it going? Looking forward to the weekend? Any plans on the weekend? So, what is she doing? Oh, she's going Roar, so probably a weapons platform, right? I like subsuming over her 4. I'm not too big of a fan of her 4, gotta be real. A lot of strength, good range, good duration. Efficiency is not really that needed on her because you have Fractured Blast, so that's alright. Equilibrium, yeah, sure. Armor Intensify, then we go Archon Flow, Archon Continuity, Archon Vitality. That is all good. Overextended, Blind Rage, Transient Fortitude. Nothing to add here, really. It's a really darn strong build. Your team is going to love you for it. Love the build. It's absolutely going to slap. Firestar 08. Mod configure. Ooh, we have... Oh, Aaron, just chilling, watching some MHBlacky streams. How dare you shout out other streamers in my chat? Who is this MHBlacky? Haven't heard of him. I just heard people don't like his bits. Okay, so we talked earlier about it. That I am the #1 Revenant simp. So you better have a good mod setup here. You better have a good one. So what do we got here? Relatively high range for Revenant. Low strength? Okay. Okay, what is this? What is this? Yo, Firestar, what is this? What is this? What are we doing here? Oh, God. Yeah, kid, I agree. This MHBlacky dude is totally overrated. People are just watching him for the bling. Not for the knowledge. Not for the knowledge. So, I do not know what this build is supposed to do. I really do not know what this build is supposed to do. Because first of all, right, his 4 does not do anything with range. Range does not do
anything for his 4. If you want to hit a lot of enemies with the Dons Macabre, you don't need range because range does not increase the range of Dons Macabre. You don't need that. The only thing you might need range for is his 3 to, deal relative damage to the enemies. But then again, if you want to deal a lot of damage to the enemies, you want to have very high strength. If you want to one-hit enemies with Viral Priming, you need 300%. If you want to one-hit enemies like I did in my YouTube video that I shout out like every stream because I find it so hilarious, you need 550% strength. So honestly, my honest opinion, I probably misunderstand something about this Revenant build right here. But I don't think this plays into Revenant's strength, really. Revenant wants to have a lot of ability strength. Range doesn't matter. I mean, you have pull, obviously, the range is for pull, but then again, why are you having pull? Don't really get the build. Archon shards for strength might be, yeah. Shades, that might be. At least 150%. In my personal opinion, you can never have enough strength on Revenant, but buffing other Tennos might be. Yeah, that might be the case, but isn't it that you need the augment for his 2 to give other Tenno mes? Oh, he has it. Okay, sorry, didn't see that. Okay, then it's fine. Thank you, Paladin. I totally didn't see Mesmer Shield. Yes, that is probably the best explanation. Paladin right here is really a smarty. Yeah, this is probably like a support platform. Just trying to give as much Mesmer Shield to enemies. That's the best explanation that I can come up with. Took me a bit of time, but this kind of hit me off guard, this Revenant. Wisp Prime. Okay. Wisp Prime. Let's take a look at it. This, to me, looks like a bit of a new player build. Because of Dreamer's Bond. First tip, if you have, go for Energy Siphon instead of Dreamer's Bond. It's better. Wisp doesn't need health regeneration. I think my build is bad. We started playing like 4 months ago. Okay, like for a 4-month player, this is respectable. Absolutely. I think you don't need shield regeneration on Wisp because you can health tank. In general, as Wisp, you're mostly invisible, so you don't really need to be tanky in the first place. So when it comes to survivability, I would just not go into that at all because you're invisible when you shoot your clone out and then enemies can't even attack you. Precision Intensify is good because no, I wouldn't go Precision Intensify because Soulgate is not going to deal a lot of damage with this setup. I would go for Normal Intensify rather. Streamline is fine, Equilibrium is fine. I'm happy that it's high level. Yeah, I would throw out the survivability tools here and rather go for more ability strength. That would be my personal recommendation. That would make it better. I like the fact that you're supporting the team though. So yeah, no bad blood. You're still a beginner in Warframe. That's perfectly fine. I'm happy that you have a full build right here. That is really good. You know, it's the first goal that any new Tenno should have, making a full build. And that's cool. And I think you can step it up by throwing out the defensive mods and just put in more strength. That would be my next step that I would recommend. Wicked Radiation, Elemental Wisp, Best Wisp. Wisp is very versatile. Very, very versatile. Exactly, Damo. Increased strengths, that is what we're going to look for. Gringo, what do I have for Gringo? My Revenant build. Oh, another... Hi, my Revenant build running Okina Prime Incarnon. Okay, let's look at rather the Revenant though. Oh, ads are coming. Okay, ads. Okay, Twitch says ads. We're gonna add a couple of minutes to the timer for our rapid fire then. We're gonna just chill a bit until the ads on Twitch are over. So yeah, while we're waiting for the ads to be over, anyone here currently available who has plans that they want to share on the weekend? Something that you're gonna do on the weekend? What are you doing? What is happening? Are you going to have good weather? Are you planning something with your friends? What are you doing this weekend? I'm going to play Dungeons & Dragons with my crew on Sunday. It's been way too long that we got together last time. I play a fighter battle master just in case somebody cares. It's kind of cool. We're playing the Mythic Odyssey of Theros campaign, you know, that ancient Greece setting. It's really cool. It's really cool.
Aroma, you're also playing D&D? Really? That's cool. What are you playing? Oh yeah, boy Pengu. You're gonna go out for dinner with your boyfriend. Oh, that's cool. Where are you gonna go? Gonna go Italian pizza or something Asian or something completely different? What are you doing? Will you do Soulframe content, Skittle? I will do that at some point. I have a plan for that. I already got into touch with the dev team if I can maybe potentially get a Soulframe related nickname for a potential second account on Soulframe. But I do have yet to make some time free for that. Some random watcher gave up. You're coming over from YouTube. Well, welcome. Good to see you on Twitch. Going to be hot in Alberta. Oh, going to the lake, Brandon. That's really cool. Lake on hot weather is always good. Okay. Bard best class. I cannot roleplay Bard very well. Otherwise, I would try it. Dominique, welcome to the stream. Probably gonna go to fancy places. Oh, your boy. That's cool. Your anniversary, then I wish you the best. I wish you a beautiful evening. I'm sure you're going to have a good time. Maybe you can tell us next week on stream where you went. Would be curious. Praying Hand, favorite anime? At the moment, Demon Slayer going to finish first season. Well, then, so much fun with that. Hope you have the snacks and drinks prepared for that. And your birthday Paladin, your birthday is on Sunday. That's amazing. I'm not going to congratulate you just yet because that's going to bring bad luck. But I hope you're going to have a great Sunday. Any special wishes? Oh, Whiska, Minecraft with some good old friends is always good. I also sometimes have, Minecraft craving where all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I get together with old friends and we're playing Minecraft like for one week straight, no sleep, no nothing. And then we just lose contact for 3 years again. It's just something that happens. Hey, that's cool, Aroma. I'm also a newbie to Dungeons and Dragons. Like before this group, I never really played it. Like I had to read into the rules and everything. By the way, I think ads on Twitch should be over now, so we can finally take a look at the Revenant. A Revenant build right here. Ready Steel, so probably it is used with a heavy attack melee build, right? Otherwise, why would you use Ready Steel? Toxic Flight. Oh, Toxin on Bullet John. That's cool. Mesmer Shield. Okay. If you use it for the if you use Mesmer Shield to help your teammates, that's fine. If you use Mesmer Shield just for yourself, then you don't need it because you have enough strength. Streamline is fine, Flowman is fine, Blind Rage, Narrow-Minded, Duration Strength, that's good. Primed Redirection is not needed. On Revenant, you do not need any survivability mods. The only thing you might potentially need is Rolling Guard as a oh shit button, but this right here is blasphemy. If you go for a 200% strength Revenant with Mesmer Shield, Primed Redirection is blasphemy, friends. No. Throw this out. If you want survivability, put Rolling Guard in here. If not, put anything else in here, literally, because Mesmer Skin is going to keep you alive. But other than that, pretty good. Pretty good. Not gonna lie. Other than that, pretty darn good. I think though with Nourish as well as Arcane Energize, you're probably not needing Streamline even. But, that's just my thought. Maybe Streamline is still needed because Energize is not full, but overall, step this build up by not using this one, and once Energize is full, throw this one out because with Nourish you don't need it. That would be my recommendation. Mango canned game. Okay. Kuva Ogress. Ooh, a Kuva Ogress. Okay. Let's take a look. What we have. Prime Firestorm for the blast radius. That's really good. No Serration if you go for Merciless. Nightwatch Napalm, of course. So here would be a faction damage mod. Definitely faction damage, especially if you go Elementalist. Faction damage over this, 100%. And Galvanized Aptitude in here. Other than that, pretty decent. Maybe you could replace this with something. I don't know if the magazine capacity is all that needed, right? But yeah, faction damage in here, galvanized aptitude, and bada bing, bada boom. It's gonna be good.
Clem.
Clem. Water is good. Water is, didn't we have you already? Water is good. Corvex. Okay. Stand united. Squad receives armor.
Clem.
I was just reading, like, do I have this mod even? No, I don't. Interesting. Didn't even know that exists. It's fine. It's fine. Ability range, that's alright. Do we have the... Yes, Fused Crucible. Fused Crucible Corvex is the only way to play him. Since this came out, bro, I'm telling you, since this came out, Corvex is... This is like... right? Wrecking Wall, not too much of a fan of this. Gotta be real. I think it's not necessary. You can do it though. It's preference, so I'm not gonna say don't use it. Intensify, Fiber, Vitality, Triple Umbra. That's very good. You know, Corvex making them very tanky. High investment. I like it. Equilibrium for the energy stretch. Augur Reach, right? Makes sense. Makes sense. And Universal Fallout for even more energy. Oh no, Universal Orb. I'm sorry. Arcane Battery for the energy. It's a great build. It's great. It's absolutely 100% gonna slap. Only thing that I would probably do is use a helmet ability because, you know, you don't have one just yet. I hate Disometric Guard. I think it's completely overrated. That's my personal opinion though. I know it's a bit of a hot take, but I would say put a helmet over this, whatever you like, and it's going to be amazing. EFV5 Jupiter. Oh, that's one of the new weapons, right? F-Timers, will I ever do a Void Cascade guide? That is one of the situations where I will point to Warframe Flow again, because he does a lot of Void Cascade. If you want to have a good opinion on Void Cascade, watch Warframe Flow. Probably at some point I'm going to make one, but I'm not in a rush to do that. Forrester, did you ever wonder why DE made it easier to get the Prime versions of Grendel and Gauss than the normal ones? I'm going to be real, it's not just those two. There are a lot of frames, right? A lot of frames where the Prime version is easier to get. I don't know why, but I appreciate it because the Prime ones is the one that we want to have, right? Cappuccino watched the tutorial today. Oh, nice. Thank you. Thank you for checking him out. Yeah, I think I wouldn't recommend Warframe Flow if the man was telling garbage, right? I think he's a very, very knowledgeable person. Actually, I've never actually had contact with him at all. But I would totally love to, like, one day maybe meet him at TennoCon. I don't know if he's going. But if he were to go, I would love to, like, grab a beer with him and just chat a bit, get to know each other. I think there would be some nice vibes. Like, from the vibes that I get from him, I think we would get along just nicely. Exactly, Frank. He's a Yarly main. And now Autumn Knight is going to come in chat and be like, wait, somebody mentioned my girl. Somebody mentioned my girl. What's going on? Oh, man. Oberon Emperor Prime. You like pain, don't you? You like pain, don't you? Yeah, boy, who am I dating in Warframe? I'm currently not dating anyone because I'm afraid my girlfriend is going to notice. Wink, wink. But I would probably like to have Quincy as sort of best friend in the back rooms with me because Quincy is just hella cool. I vibe with him. I like Quincy. Love his design, love his character. Want to have the man around. And if I need to date the man to get him around, then I'm going to do that. But yeah, let's take a look at this build right here, shall we? So, don't have the weapon. I mean, I have the weapon, but I haven't built it yet. It's a viral corrosive setup. It's cool. Viral corrosive heat. Galvanized aptitude, very good. It's going to get some base damage out of it. I'm wondering why don't you use Vital Sense here? Because I think you rather want to have Vital Sense here instead of Hammer Shot. And this one right here, you also don't need it. I don't think it's all that good. You could use a 60-60 heat one here. Yeah, Vital Sense here, 60-60 heat there. It's going to be a bit better then, I think. Skittle, you hate Quincy what? Hey, by the way, hi Kenneth. How's it going? Good to see you. Oh, so Sophie, you and your boyfriend, you're dating Aoi together. That's cool. That's cool. Has some crazy implications. I don't want to entertain the thoughts too much because I'm afraid that chat is going to get a bit crazy. But, you know, you do you. Hey, you two and Aoi, you do whatever you want, right? It's a free country. Ich mag Bratkartoffeln. Welcome. Welcome. That is probably the most badass username that I've read the entire day. And by the way, I like baked potatoes as well. Really love it. I'm stereotypically German in that sense.
Clone.
Oh, kid, yeah. Velimir is super chill. Like him too. I just don't really like the body part of his human skin. I would like to put his human head onto the skin that I have for my Frost. That would be cool. Definitely going to swap the mods and try it out. Sure, no problem. Glad that I could help. Glad that I could help, Lissy. Liss. How's this pronounced? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. 2023 Tiger, welcome. Hell yeah, German lessons are carrying Forest Rid. Yes. Yes, yes. You like baked potatoes too? Dysens. I like to go to you, but there are others you also take reference from. Also, like, do you recommend it? Gaz has a lot of good stuff. I watched one or two videos on him to double check if I was making any mistakes with some of the builds that I put out. He doesn't show up all that much on my front page. Probably I would watch him more if his stuff would be recommended by YouTube more. But if I search for something and something from Gaz pops up, usually I've had good experiences with his content. So I think I could recommend him, yes. I haven't really gotten into a situation where I think not what he's saying is wrong. Never had that. So yeah, I think he good. I think he good. Let's take a look at the Aeolac. Merciless, Galvanized Chamber, Crit, Corrosive, Bane. Thank you. We have a faction damage mod. Ladies and gentle frames, we have one of the very few faction damage mods today. I am proud. So yeah, I would put, potentially hypothetically, put Galvanized Aptitude over this one here. And maybe Prime Tread here, because you're already having base damage from Merciless and Aptitude then. Maybe Prime Tread over this. Other than that, good build. Like it. It's going to deal some damage. Azawar, I am Steve. You're Steve? Really? Steve, you're watching on YouTube? You're not watching on... Is Reb watching on Twitch again? You're watching on YouTube? Sevagoth Prime. Oh, that's cool. Sevagoth. What are we having here? Arcane Aegis. Okay, shield tanking build apparently. Brief Respite. Rolling Guard. I think the reason why it shows that I don't have the mod is because I don't have a Rolling Guard on level 8. Probably that's the reason. So that is a nuke build, right? This is a nuke build because you're using the augments. So you're probably not going for the shadow. I think it's good. I think it's going to keep you alive. It's going to do some nukey damage. I like it. Now, I know there are a lot of people in chat right now asking me to take a look at their builds. I just want to make sure that I get to the builds in order, right? I don't think it would be fair if I if I went ahead and gave special treatment to anyone. So I'm sorry if I don't skip over other people to get to your build. Just want to make sure to go over them as they come in. Yes, I have done Chains of Arrow, your boy. I did that. Or I just gonna call you Pengu. I think that's easier. I did Chains of Arrow. I did make the mistake to do that at night alone when the light was off in my room. I regret that. It's a pretty dope quest though. Gotta be real. It's a pretty dope quest. Atmosphere is chef's kiss. Demo, you struggle with ETA, appreciate the look. I'm always happy to help out. I'm sure you're going to get there. Let's take a look at the Nova Bolter Prime here. Who's flexing with the Riven? I'm jealous. I'm jealous, friends. Take a look at this. I'm jealous. This is a crazy sick Riven. I would say 9.5 out of 10. The only thing that would make it even better if the negative stat wouldn't be reload speed, but like something like zoom or something, that would be a 10 out of 10. But this is absolutely dope, right? This is really good. Galvanized Aptitude, Galvanized Scope, Vital Sense, Point Strike. Oh, you're going for the headshots? Okay. Yeah, for the Bolter, I would probably go for Galvanized Multi-Shot here instead of Scope. And I'm also not too much of a fan of Acuity for the Bolter because it has projectile travel speed, so you're not really going to be hitting headshots all that consistent compared to hit scan weapons. So yeah, that would be my personal take. But if you really go for headshots, if you really love that, then yeah, Acuity makes sense. And Galvanized Scope instead of the multi-shot also makes sense. Cry around, a lot of damage, and even more damage. For a precise marksman, this is probably a top tier Bolter. Not gonna lie. Praying Hand, W Riven, yeah, isn't it like that? Exactly. Eternal Excalibur, yes, Pog Riven. This is a big Pog Riven, man. Sublio, hello, welcome to the stream. You're just in time to be jealous for Bolter Riven. We just all got jealous for the 9.5 out of 10 Bolter Riven we took a look at. We have another Protea. Ooh.
Clone.
Lucid G, hello to you too. Sublio, what do you mean? We were taking a look at viewer builds, and one of the builds that was submitted to me was very good. We had a Bolter Riven in that was crit damage, crit chance, normal damage, just even more damage. It was crazy. And this right here, right? This right here is a very beautiful Protea. I love the shoulder guard. You know, I also use them on my Protea. And I also like the color scheme with the cyan bluish stuff and the silver. I do think it would also look pretty cool if you were to replace the silver with bronze. But, you know, it's down to personal preference, of course. But this is a really bling Protea. Oh, chat, what do we think, chat? Is it a W Protea? Is this Protea W? Effer is saying W Fashion Frame. I agree with that. Yeah, okay, buddy. WW Ben's Redemption is also W versus G. What's the best frame for buffing primary weapons damage? Saren, or if you want to go for red crits, then Harrow. That's the two best for weapon running. Corey, Sophie, Squirrel, Dave. Okay, we're all agree. Okay, we're all in agreeing. Dobiaz, we're all agreeing. Your Protea is bling. Absolutely agreeing. Snake Soul. Harrow. Oh, I love Harrow Prime. Let's take a look at Harrow. What do we have here? So, no helmet. Okay. That's fine. Harrow is one of the least helmet reliant frames at all. So we have a lot of strength, which to me is interesting because you don't really need a lot of strength on Harrow. I don't think you should go for a lot of strength on Harrow. I would go for more duration. I would like totally throw a Transient Fortitude and rather go Prime Continuity here. Maybe also throw out Umbral Intensify and just keep it at that, right? It's fine. So yeah, probably. I mean, the range is really high. I don't think you need it to be that high. Yeah, get rid of Overextended, get rid of Blind Rage, and put more duration on it. That would be my personal suggestion. Because the thing is, maybe you didn't know that, but the thing is, the crit chance that you get from Harrow's 4 is it doesn't scale really well with ability strength. The only thing that ability strength does for Harrow's 4 is it lowers the threshold of how much incoming damage you have to absorb to get the maximum of 50% crit chance. But you can never get more than 50% crit chance. So strength doesn't help you with this one. You rather want to have duration, so the Lasting Covenant augment lasts longer. And the range is good, but you don't need to go all out on this. So So yeah, that's perfectly fine. Efficiency is a dumb stat because you're getting infinite energy anyway. My personal recommendation would be use a Side 09 subzoom to be invisible and then Arcane Crepuscular, because that is a very good combination on Harrow, the best way to play him right now. Arcane Pistolier is fine if you like to have pistols. But yeah, long story short, go for less strength, more duration. Oh, I want to also check out the look. That's cool. Red and white. As somebody from Cologne, I have to like that. It's my culture. Nightfall Alicorn. Yeah, I also like the Protea. That's definitely true. Shattered Lash Prime. Oh, we're having a Gara Exalted. Let's take a look at it. So melee exposure. So we're doing purely. Oh, we're going corrosive viral slash. Galvanized Elementalist is cool, but please go for a faction mod if you're going for Elementalist. I'm personally not too much of a fan of exposure for the Shattered Lash, because I think the slash DOT build on it that I also showed in my recent Gara video from yesterday is just much better than melee exposure. Also, melee influence is better than melee exposure. I did test melee exposure, but I just don't really personally like the whole setup. I would recommend you check out my Gara video from yesterday and maybe get some inspiration from that. Pengu MC, Nezha Prime. Thoughts on the base Nezha Prime Steel Path? Okay, I don't really have that much of an idea about Nezha, but I keep my best. The good thing is you're gonna get damage reduction. I don't remember which skill it was, but you do get damage reduction. I think range and strength is really good, but if you want to go Divine Retribution, you probably want to max out range. You probably want to have as much range as possible, because the range of Divine Retribution was nerfed a couple of months ago, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, you're definitely going to be tanky. That should be enough for Steel Path, right? If you're not having enough Steel Path survivability here, then maybe potentially throw out Prime Flow for adaptation and go blue shards for the energy instead. But other than that, I don't see an issue just yet. Maybe you could even go so far to use Blind Rage because you're already having Equilibrium with a good companion that might be fine on the energy side. But yeah, that's just my personal 2 cents on the Nezha. And now we're going to go... That's just that we're going to go 3 more and then we finally play the game a bit. How about that, huh? How about we finally play the game a little bit? I really want to get the Netrocells done. Great White Donkey, really appreciate the videos. One thing I'm always stuck is being a casual forever. I kind of general progression. I like never sure about what to prioritize next and always feel mediocre. Do you have any videos on that? Great White Donkey, I'm not 100% sure how far you are in the game. First of all, appreciate the feedback. I do have a video from a few months ago that was tailored to Warframe 1999, where I explained the progression for returning players from the beginning of the game to where the game is right now. I don't know if you're still somewhere in the middle of the story, then you would definitely be in a good position if you check that out. If you are already done with the story, then my personal recommendation would be watch a couple of build guides for the Warframes that you enjoy, look at what they're doing, and then go to the Warframe wiki or in general to the internet and find out where you can get the mods that you're missing to reconstruct these builds for yourself. And work on that. That would be my personal suggestion. You always get your butt whooped. All quests done. I mean, more like mods to prioritize arcanes. I have 2 videos, one on how to deal more damage in Warframe and one how to survive in Warframe. I think you can find them if you just go to my YouTube channel page and type in damage and survive or invincible or something like that. You're going to find these 2 videos, and they explain very generally how you survive better and how you deal more damage. And the stuff that I mentioned there would probably be something that you wanted to farm if you don't have it already. That would be my general suggestion. Gotcha, thanks. Okay, sure. Thanks for checking them out. Okay, so 3 more and then we finally play the game. Broken... Is this the 3rd or the 4th Broken War today? Everybody having Broken War. Crazy. I'm actually really proud. I'll never be free fire. Yeah, Fireline, I agree. I agree. I'll never be done. But hey, we're live multiple times a week. We're going to be able to check all the builds out. It's fine. It's going to be fine. And hi, Josh. Nice to see you again. How's it going? I have a friend who's focused on breaking Mesa as much as possible. That's cool. That's cool. I think your friend and I would get along just nicely. So, what do we have here? We have a /DOT build, obviously. Go for Blood Rush instead of Sacrificial. Haven't we looked at this build before? This looks very, very familiar to me. Haven't we checked that out before? I think we checked that out before, right? The Blood Rush into here. Rest is decent. I think we checked that out before. That doesn't count. 3 more, including this one. Another Broken War. Hey, another Broken War chat. Yeah. Another Broken War. Hey, it's the 4th or the 5th Broken War. It's crazy. The Ruben Effect. Best amp. Watch Warframe Flow's amp guide. That's the best thing I can say. So, Prime Pressure Point, Fever Strike, that's good. That's a lot of damage. Gladiator Might, yes, Gladiator Might is attack speed. I would go for Berserker Fury if you have this. This would be, I think, a good update. You would lose out on a bit of crit chance, sure, but I think I think Gladiator Might is worth it. Sacrificial Steel, okay. Is it a heavy attack build? No. Oh yeah, your Sacrificial Steel for the Tennokai attacks. Sure, makes sense. Yo, what? Crit chance and even more Toxin. And yeah, heavy attack efficiency doesn't matter because you're going for Tennokai, obviously. That's a W Riven, right? That's a W Riven. I would say 8 out of 10 probably. Yeah, 8 out of 10. So, Slash Status Chance, okay. Vicious Frost. So we're having Viral and Slash. Now, personally, I'm not too big of a fan, you probably know that, of Viral Slash on the same weapon. I would rather outsource the Viral Priming, but if you really like Viral Slash, this is probably the best thing you can go for. Absolutely. If you have external Viral Priming sources, then I would say take this one out and...
Impressive generosity.
What? Key 343 Kenny Kiani gifted us. Thank you, Kenny, for gifting us up to Death Reaper. Thank you so much for your generosity. Emperor Prime, Broken War is the new broken record. Hey, I'm proud actually. I'm proud because a lot of people using Broken War means a lot of people are able to identify what is a very good weapon that every account gets for free. I'm actually proud. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. So yeah, I would not put Viral onto this, rather put a faction damage mod onto it. Put a faction damage mod over this. It's fine to have Toxin because it's... No! Not again! It's the 3rd hype trade today. Y'all are crazy! Y'all are crazy! What's going on? Browser Power! Welcome! Thank you, Big Bro, for his Browser Power. Ahoy, Browser, I hope. Welcome! Thank you for the sub! Man, welcome. Wish you all much fun with the... yeah, Fireline, it's a hype train. Everybody, it's a hype train. I hear you. I hear you. Thank you so much. And welcome, by the way, to every new subscriber who came in today. Were a lot of people who came in. Yeah. Put a faction damage over this, rest is fine. Oh yeah, and Gladiator Might. Sorry. 2 more. Nataruk. Oh, Nataruk is good. Oh, we're going for status. Interesting. Broken War is better than Pangolin Prime? Might be. They're very close anyway. They're very close together. That's true. Galvanize. That is fine. Vital Sense. Sure. Prime Tread. Okay. Yeah. Works. Corrosive. Yeah, I would personally not go for Primary Crux. If you go for Corrosive, or in general on the Nataruk, I would not go for Primary Crux. Especially not if you're going for a Corrosive build like this, because you're not going to get a lot of Corrosive procs out of the low fire rate that the Nataruk has, right? If you want to go for a status, then you want to go for slash, like pure slash. And if you want to go for pure slash, then you go faction damage and elementalist. Instead of corrosive, I would just use more base damage here. If you want to deal a flat corrosive damage build, then you go with faction you go with faction damage here, base damage here, rest is fine. If you want to go slash DOT, this is okay. Then you go elementalist faction damage like this. Ananazi, good to see you. A hound configuration. Hey, Ananazi. Ananazi is still there. Ananazi is a really, really loyal viewer. Always in there from the start till the end. So let's take a look at your hound. Reaper Audit. I like Reaper Audit. Reaper Audit Synergized Prospectus are also my two favorite mods for the hounds. You know, the skill mods. Momentous Bond makes sense. Primed Animal Instinct, no brainer, sure. Contagious Bond. You're going to be dealing damage, aren't you, right? Evasive Denial. Teleports to a safe distance away and energizes the display field, gaining a chance to dodge enemy fire. I don't have this mod, apparently. I don't know what it does. I don't know if it's good. Can't tell. This probably wants to be leveled, right? Manifold Bond, Vacuum. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think this is pretty good. I don't know what this mod here does, right? I don't know. But the rest is really good, especially the combination of Reaper Audit and Synergized Prospectus. You can do crazy status priming with this. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. All right, friends, we've been talking for 3 hours about builds now. I know there's still a whole lot to go over, and I'm really sorry that I did not go over all of this, but y'all are just too many, right? Y'all are just too many. I'm super, super sorry. But, right? I'm live 4 times next week. Next week, we're going to be live on Monday, on Wednesday, on Friday, and also on Saturday before the dev stream. So we have a lot of time to talk about builds next time, right? For everybody who didn't get a chance to be on the build showcase today, please come back next time. Try it again. For everybody who has been on the build showcase today, please let some other people go first instead of posting another build next time. That would be really nice of you. The stream is not over because I actually want to play a little bit. I'm gonna go and close the tabs now. Again, I'm super sorry for everybody who I could not get to. I did my best to finish as many builds as possible. I hope you appreciate it. I hope you don't mind, you're not mad. I want to do 3 Netracell runs because I still have Surge Pulses. So for everybody who wants to do Netracells, we can play together. Do it like Technic, like Squirrel will, like the rest down here. Just pop me a message, and then we're going to do Netracells together. Make sure Lone Eagle to run the event. Thank you for reminding me, Lone Eagle. You're right. I should do the event. Probably going to do that off stream, though. Fireline, kind of funny to see. Funny to you. Oh, no, don't be sad, Aaron. Don't be sad. Don't be sad. Back in the taxi and on my way home. Butts being kicked. Wait, Sam, you're still there? Sam, you're still there? What? Oh, man. Yeah, have a good trip home. Have a safe trip, man. Appreciate you. It was cool that you hung out. So, let's do some Netracell, shall we? Let's... You know what? I want to play Protea. I want to play Protea. I want to play Protea in the Netracells, but not like this. Not like this. We're going to play Protea with her Blaze Artillery. Is it there? Yeah, good, good, good. And then we're going to have some Primey here, and we're going to go with Nautilus because I'm Nautilus addicted. That's fine, that's all good. Maybe I should take something in case I run out of energy. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take something in case I run out of energy. Just going to go for Blast and Murmur instead of Grenier, and then we're all good. We're all set. We can go. Friends, let's get some red Archon shards, shall we? Hey, everybody who's here, do we get red Archon shards? Make your bets now.
Let's go. Works for me.
Will we get red Archon shards? Chat, what do we think? How many red Archon shards will we get? I take offers from -3 to 3. I take offers from -3 to 3. And rip. Yeah, Sam. Yeah, that's gonna happen. I cursed Flynn. Yo, welcome. Flynn is also there. We have prominence here. Wow, we have celebrities from the top to the bottom of the chat. Let me quickly, before we do anything, right? Let me quickly get Flynn a shout out too. If you don't know Flynn, then that's a crime, by the way. That's a crime. Just go to jail. Don't go over what's it called in English? Don't go over that home field on the Monopoly board. Don't take $2,000. If you don't know Flynn, just go leave him a follow on his Twitch channel, right? Bro's really good. Bro's entertaining. He's knowledgeable. He's also having a YouTube channel that you should also check out because it's a crime if you don't do that. And yeah, that's basically what I want to say. And here we go. Oh no, the Jade Light Eximus. No. The Jade Light Eximus, that can't move. Shit. Give me shield. Give me shield. That's what
Keyboard locked.
Hey, yo, team.
Mouse locked.
Team.
Keyboard unlocked.
Yo, team. Yo, team. I hope you can do the mission without me. Just saying.
Mouse locked.
Just saying. By the way, if you're wondering why I can cast my first ability while the keyboard
unlocked.
While the keyboard is locked,
Mouse unlocked. Keyboard locked.
I have my first ability on the side button of the mouse. I can't show you because the cable is too short.
Mouse unlocked.
But I can cast my first ability because it's on my mouse button. My melee is also on my mouse button.
Keyboard locked.
So if you lock the keyboard, I can still melee. I can still use my first
Keyboard
ability.
unlocked.
I completely lost track of whether it's locked or not locked now. You've been grinding those channel points, haven't you?
Mouse unlocked.
Y'all been grinding those channel points and you're just dishing them out like crazy. I love it. So,
Keyboard unlocked.
I think we're good now. I think all the locks are over. I think I could play the game now. Oh, I love this alert. I love it.
Keyboard locked.
Never mind. We're not doing anything anytime soon. So yeah, I can shoot. I can use my first ability because it's on the mouse.
Mouse locked.
Now I cannot do that anymore. Nautilus, you gotta protect me. Nautilus, this is on you. This is on you, Nautilus. By the way, somebody from the team might have to save me because otherwise I'm not gonna survive this.
Keyboard unlocked.
Okay, let's move out of this circle. Let's just... I don't want to die here.
Mouse unlocked.
Okay. Switch off the monitor. No, we're not going to do that. That would be too
Keyboard
evil.
locked.
Come on. No, don't feel bad. I deserve this. This is what you get for helping out people for 3 hours. Yeah, that's right, Protea. That's right, Protea. Do a little bit of dancing.
Keyboard unlocked.
Oopsie. Think I might die here. Think I genuinely might die here. Anybody who can come over and save me? Yep, I was the one suggesting it, and you took full advantage of it. Okay, friends, I'm not going to abandon the mission because, I mean, we're at 97% alert level. That's still pretty long, right? I don't want to sit here for 10 minutes and not do anything. So, I'm going to leave and let you finish the Nitrocell. I hope the host migration will be fine. I'm sorry for the host migration, but I cannot sit here for 10 minutes and do nothing. Wish you good drops, though. We're going to try that again. Yeah, Fireline, that's the punishment. I should have continued with the reviews. I should have continued the reviews. I hope you're gonna have a good drop. So let's try that again. Let's try that again. Let's hope you all blasted your channel points out. If I die again, I will go the next one with Revenant. Wait, the entire mission gets canceled? I thought I just get out if
if I'm the host. I thought, wait, did it cancel the mission for everybody? I thought when I'm the host and I leave, then the rest gets host migration and it's fine. Oh, I'm sorry, I was... What? I was not aware that if the host goes out in Netracells, then everybody leaves. I was not aware of that. I'm really sorry, genuinely, I did not know that. I am sorry, I did not know that. Wouldn't have done that had I known. That's crazy though. Why? Like, what the heck? Why? What's going on, Emperor Prime? Yeah, Ripgus, that there are probably people with thousands of points. That might be true. And that might be a bit painful now. So it would be cool if one of the team members were to stay in close vicinity to pick me up when I die, inevitably next time. Okay, if Emperor Prime can't make it, then we're going to go with you. You're offline, okay. Oh, Emperor is there. Perfect. Let's go. Let's go, boys.
For an old guy, perfect.
Protect my butt when we go in, because I'm having the feeling there are going to be some mouse and keyboard locks coming in. Just saying. If I die again, I'm not going to go out, though. I'm going to leave you to finish the whole thing. I'm going to let you finish. Morazian, you will? Okay, that's good. That's very good. Ananas is going to stick to me? Okay, that's good. I have my bodyguards. Bring it on, chat. Bring it on. Get all the mouse and keyboard locks you want. I have Ananasi and I have Morazian to back me up. It's all going to be good. I don't see a problem.
Keyboard locked.
To leave the anchor hold, you need all 4 key glyphs.
Isn't it beautiful to take a look at this room here without moving? Isn't that amazing? I like that. Kenneth, you're doing heavy attack on hate. You don't really know what arcane to use on it.
Keyboard unlocked.
Go for, on hate, go for melee afflictions, because scythes knock down enemies and force proc slash. So you're dealing way fatter slash DOTs. But honestly, if you want to go for a scythe that does heavy attacks, I would suggest going for Harmony instead of hate. Harmony is objectively the better heavy attack weapon.
The Netracell is deep in this lab maze.
BLX me, what's going on? We're playing Netracells trying to survive while chat is locked in mouse and keyboard. It's fun. It's fun so far. Definitely is. Let's just try to make it happen while you're low on points, shall we? Let's just try and do it fast.
Keyboard locked.
Hey, it's all good. I still have my mouse. I can still use my protective thingy.
Keyboard unlocked.
Okay, let's move. Can you explain when to not use Serration like you're talking to a kid? Explain like I'm 5, when to not use Serration. If you have another source of base damage, like a base damage arcane, like Galvanized Aptitude that also gives you base damage, then you don't use Serration. Generally, on the base damage, you usually want to use only one source of base damage, and if you have something that gives you more than 165% that Serration would give you, you want to use that instead and replace Serration with something else. There are exceptions, but they are relatively rare. I hope that helped. Yes, Clem! What, Musha, the shift ended early, nobody told you? That's cool, then you're in the weekend now, right? That means your weekend has started. That's cool. Congratulations, enjoy it. We all love Clem. No, I do not have the new melee weapon. I haven't played the event just yet.
Where am I going?
Using the key glyphs will open the Netracell.
Yes! Key glyphs. Okay, let's go. Fierce Brick, you're back. Welcome back, Fierce Brick. How's it going?
Doors won't open till you clear out the uglies around the entrance.
Yeah, we're clearing out the uglies. It's no problem. We have the Blaze Artillery, and the Blaze Artillery is going to blaze some 420s here. And when I say 420, I mean 420,000 damage, and no illegal substances, of course. Though I should maybe not position it in a way that it just kills enemies outside the... No, wait, I can kill enemies outside the radius as long as I'm in. That's all good.
Mouse locked.
New melee looks
Keyboard
good.
locked.
New melee looks good, Fireline.
Keyboard locked.
By the way, greatest position ever to be locked in with the Jade Light Eximus and everything. Hey, somebody mind killing that Health Leech Eximus? That would be cool.
Mouse unlocked.
Mouse unlocked. That's good. I'm here
Keyboard
again.
unlocked. Keyboard unlocked.
Good, we're here. We're here. It's all good. We're alive. We're well. We're blazing some artilleries. That's what we're doing. Exodia Contagin's on Monkey. I don't use Exodia Contagion all that much, gotta be real. But I think Nightmare Frame had something on it once, if I'm not mistaken. I think that he likes Exodia Contagion on Wisp Breach Search. Was it something like that? That was pretty good. Should I get Dante or Calervo? I think Dante is overall the more valuable addition to an account because Dante is such a great overall Warframe, great supporting capabilities, great damage, great everything, great survivability. Calervo is the melee king. Calervo does more melee than Dante could ever do. But other than that, I would say Dante is probably the more valuable addition if you don't have any preferences. Also, one thing that I can recommend highly for everybody, get Dante and turn your Dante into a Spectre and bring it into a mission. Dante Spectre is ridiculously strong. It's so good. Only Mr. Loco. Yes, I'm German. That's true. Honas, how's it going? Good to see you. How was your Friday so far? You just missed 3 hours of yapping about viewer builds and me failing failing Nitrocells because keyboard locked. It's been good so far. It's been fun. How's your Friday been? How's your Friday been? Taitota, where's the Grendel build? I haven't had a Grendel build so far. I'm gonna get to that at some point, I promise. It's been great,
Mouse
Honas.
locked.
That's good. I'm happy, Honas.
Keyboard locked.
See, that's what happened. And now I'm out of energy. That's too bad. And yo, that Electric Eximus, you can just walk by. Also, the Health Leech Eximus, just walk by. It's fine. Just ignore that I'm here, okay? It's good. We're just chilling out a bit. Just pretending to not be here. Enemies can just go away.
Keyboard unlocked.
We got it, right? You're sorry, Aaron. No, you're not. No, Aaron, you're not sorry. You enjoyed every single of those 20 seconds. That sounded very wrong. Don't quote me on that. You know what I mean. You know I was referring to the duration of the keyboard lock, not to any type of other 20 seconds. Okay, just to make that clear for the record. Oh, we're all going to hell. Oh, we're all going to hell. I should change the description for mouse and keyboard locked to your most pleasurable 20 seconds that you will ever have. Something like that. I should change it. The most satisfying 20 seconds you will ever have on stream. Quote him, Fiercebreak, quote him. No! Like, one day, I swear to God, one day DE is going to contact me and they're like, yeah, we regret to announce that we're going to have to suspend you from the creator program because you're making too many dirty jokes. And I'm like, no, when I talk about 20 seconds, it has to do with my keyboard lock. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. I'm sorry. Mama, we're all going to hell, Josh. Yep. Space Mom, we're all going to hell. Or to make it more precise and themed, we're all going to Tau. I hope so. I hope so. We're going to know on the 10th of May. We're going to know for sure if it's going to be Tau or not. By the way, team, thank you for backing me up. Was a good run. Let's hope for
locked.
See, that's what I meant when I said it was a good run. Good thing we still have the mouse. Oh, Morizon, you have 2 reds. That's good. Consider me jealous. Consider
Keyboard
me jealous.
unlocked.
So let's get the heck out of here. Grab some nice nav coordinates on the way because Helmand is always hungry and Bile is always required. And get to the extraction point before the Necromech joins the fight. You predict... Oh, you predict 2 reds. Okay, what are we predicting? We're going to get red? We're going to get red? Chat, we're going to get red? I don't think so. Nope, it's a yellow. Of course it's a yellow. Of course it's a yellow. It's not like I have 30 or so. Yeah, it's 1 yellow and 6 wannabes. That was cringe. Thank you for the runs, though. Thank you for the runs, everybody. Let's get another one going. We have 2 more. And there's still hope. There is still hope. I'm sorry I should have left the thingy. Thank you all for the runs. There is still hope. Fierce break. Yeah. You can laugh at me as much as you want. You have 8 blue shards, Honus. You need blue shards or don't you need blue shards? That's the question here. Yeah, Emperor Prime exactly yellow. That's not what we want here. What all Tau forged yellow on Protea? That's crazy. I don't think you need that much casting speed. Ich hab nix gemacht. Invite. Oh, Ananazi, your first Archon hunt, you got a Tau red. That's good. That's some good RNG. That's what you want to have on your first Archon hunt. Not gonna lie. On your first Archon hunt, getting a Tau, that's always amazing. What's the best way to level up Warframes, Aroma? The best way to level up Warframes, in my opinion, at least the most comfy one, is Elite Sanctuary Onslaught. Or Sanctuary Onslaught. Because for Elite, you need a level 30 Warframe, right? Yeah, go Sanctuary Onslaught. Subsume Thermal Sunder from Gauss onto the first ability of the Warframe that you're trying to level. And then just destroy everything with Thermal Sunder. That should level you up pretty darn quickly. By the way, we still having 1 spot open. Skittle, I did have the... Yes, I did get the Archon shard from Bird. I think we did that on Monday or Wednesday. I'm not sure. Because Bird this week has red, right? Or had red. I know. I did that. Thank you for the reminder, though.
Murmur or no murmur, I've been sleeping better since coming back from the dead. Try it sometime.
Oh, then much fun, Aroma, leveling up your Baruch. That's kind of nice. I think with Baruch, you actually don't even need Thermal Sunder because you have a damage dealing ability with which you can get kills anyway. So, probably with Baruch, it's fine. So yeah, there are ways to let... Why can't we get the last slot full? I don't get it. Why is nobody accepting invitations? Yeah, so Thermal Sunder is necessary on frames that don't really have a damage dealing ability, because when you level up Warframes, you want to make sure that you kill enemies with the abilities of the Warframe. That way the Warframe gets much more ability, much more XP. That's the important part. So if you have a damage dealing Warframe, that's fine, just use their damage dealing abilities. If you don't, put Thermal Sunder on the 1 and use that to kill everything in Sanctuary Onslaught. Sixy, how do you access Deep Archimedia? You gotta have normal Archimedia. How do you access it? I don't remember. I mean, you have to do the Whispers in the Wall quest, of course. have the Sanctum Anatomica unlocked. And you have to have Steel Path unlocked, probably, I think. Not 100% sure on that, though. And then it should be possible. By the way, I need energy. Oh, also, Sheridan, thank you so much. Also, you need to be rank 5 with the caveat. So yeah, basically business in the Sanctum Anatomica. That's what we're talking about. Exactly, and for the elite version, you have to do the normal version once. That was cringe. Yeah, who needs to look at where they're walking, right? Elite Bounty, you've been talking about Grand Prime build. What do you mean with a Grand Prime build? Did you send me a Grand Prime build? If yes, then we're going to take a look at it next time. As I said, if you want to see my Grand Prime build, I do have a... I think I have it in one video, but I can show you my Grand Prime build after the mission, sure. That's possible. Donut, when did I start Warframe? I started in 2012, when it was still in a closed beta, but it was on a different account. And this account that I'm playing right now, I created it in 2013, when Warframe was officially released. But I really only played it casual in the first couple of years. Like, the time where I really got into it, like seriously, was 2018. And then I've been basically playing constantly till now. The turret build. I have a video on the turret in Conan on my YouTube. You can check that out with all the explanation and all the builds for all the different situations. I think it's going to give you a much better impression than just quickly me showing the video, the build here. So, but let's see where we can go with this. Good thing I got all the thingies. But I gotta be real, I don't like this tile set here all that much. I always think it takes longer if enemies are coming in here. That was hilarious. We'll pretend that didn't happen. So, everybody grab your personal shield buffy drones. And I'm just gonna go up here and casually place some blaze artilleries that will blaze into all the directions. Hopefully dealing some damage. Yeah, the Sanctum Anatomica tile set is... I mean, I like it visually, but I got really fed up with it because basically I've been playing this every week for more than a year. So I'm happy that we have Archimedia in the 1999 tile set now as well. That's good. Yeah, I really liked the Sanctum Anatomica when it first came out, but then it kind of sort of got old because of, you know, having to play a weekly Archimedia and Netrocells and everything, yada yada yada. Wasn't all that great. Oh yeah, no, Sanctum 2.0, that would be a bit... Nah, I hope not. And if, then I hope they're going to put a good spin on it, so it's enjoyable. Yeah, exactly. Next dev stream, I'm really curious when they tell us where it's going to go. I hope it's going to be Tau. I still have a little bit of hope, but I don't think so. A little bit of hope, but I don't think so. Where's that Necromite? There. Skittle, your week is complete by playing with me. Well, that's perfect. Then you can chill into the weekend now. I'm happy that I could help with that. So let's get some more shield buffies in here. Yeah, they're going to tease it, but they already said that they're going to tell us where, like, they're going to reveal something. I think TennoCon will be like the big 1 hour gameplay reveal and everything, but also like last year when they teased 1999, right? They didn't reveal 1999 at TennoCon. They did tell us what was going to happen ahead of time. And then we had the big long gameplay session on TennoCon. So I think that's probably how they're going to do it again. Oh no, Aroma, we have ads again. We have ads again on Twitch. I'm sorry. I mean, right now it's not all that interesting what's happening anyway, so I think it's fine. Would be worse if you were to be missing a good build discussion or anything. Oh, we're gonna get Yarrowly Prime. They already teased that Yarrowly Prime is gonna be the next Prime. They're gonna officially reveal it next week on Saturday, but they already gave a Yarrowly Prime teaser. Seen that yesterday. So it's 99.9% sure that Yarrowly Prime is gonna be the next Prime. So all the Squid Lady enjoyers, all the men of culture who like twerking Warframes, this is your time. Love for RYTZ, hello, welcome to the stream. How's your Friday been? We've had a jolly good one. Hold on. Fine, Aroma said, okay, Aroma says that ads are done. That's good.
What's going on with necromites?
Oh, technically, you want to go Cullervo Prime? Yeah, Cullervo Prime would be cool. I like Cullervo Fashion, but I think Cullervo Prime Fashion would be absolutely brilliant. I think Cullervo would look incredibly good as a Prime. Kenneth, where's Ordis on the Drifters camp? When you go into the Drifters camp from the Orbiter, Ordis is on the left side, where nothing else is. Like, you go towards the Drifter camp, and then there's the ramp up to the right, where all the other crew is. But Ordis is when you go towards that ramp, he's on the left side. It's on this little, like, grassy platform on the side. It's a bit heavy, difficult to find, right? I also had some struggle initially, but yeah, that's where Ordis is. How can you play Sanctuary Onslaught, Aroma? That's no problem. I didn't see your question beforehand. Sanctuary Onslaught is unlocked by playing a story quest from Cephalon Samaris that you can play once you unlock Saturn. No, Jupiter. Sorry. It was Jupiter, not Saturn. I think that was right. Anyone correct me if I'm wrong? I think it was Jupiter that you have to have unlocked before you can play the quest that unlocks the Sanctuary Onslaught. Before that, there's no really good dedicated way to level up. It's just, you know, play endurance missions against Grineer because Grineer give more experience than other enemy factions. Oh yeah, the Rakta Dark Dagger, the passive is amazing. The only problem with the passive of the Rakta Dark Dagger is that if your shield goes down all the way to 0, it doesn't give you your shield back anymore. It only works as long as you have shields in the first place. So that's a bit problematic on like really big damage intervals that you're taking. But if you combine it with something like Guardian on your Sentinel, it's actually really good.
Not what I was looking for. But if you're happy, I'm happy.
Longfellow Jings, Okina Incarnon is very, very good. By the way, welcome to the stream. If you've been here for longer, I haven't read you before. I'm sorry, but hope you're having a good Friday with us together too. Any bets on new Incarnons coming? Hey, Zoras? Anyone? Pablo, is there a chance? Now that Tenet Zoras didn't happen because he didn't win the game award, how about Zoras Incarnon? Any chance, Pablo? Please? Please? No, honestly, if they ever bring out Zoras Incarnon, I'm telling you, if they ever do Zoras Incarnon, that is when the game is back on maintenance mode. If they've given up on the game, if they're like, we don't support this game anymore, we're going to let it die. We're just going to give you one treat before it ends. No Archon Shard, but Zoras Incarnon. I think that's probably something that could happen. Incarnon Sun and Moon is cool. I think that would be cool. I would like that.
Setbacks, but we are going to crack on.
Glaive Prime Incarnon. I would take that too, Rolk. I would take that too. Let's quickly do one more Netra cells and then we're going to end the stream. But beforehand, somebody wanted to see a Grand Prime build. Let's take a look at Grand Prime. It would be nice to have a stance for heavy Nikanas, something that's actually good. This right here is the Grand Prime build that I'm currently rocking. I should use the Galvanized Elementalist though. That's the Grand Prime that I'm currently running. That's probably it. No, that is not needed. Yeah, that would be the Grand Prime build that I would personally like. Yeah, exactly, Kelly Rosa. The pennant, the two-handed Nikanas, they are super sick. Like, I love the design of it, everything. But yeah, it kind of meh. Yo, welcome, Pengu. Was a good run. By the way, thanks for the run. Thanks for the run, everybody. So everyone else did not respond to the invitation. So let's go for the last Netra cell for the day. And then I really gotta have some tea. Then I really gotta have some tea. It's been a long day. Stug Incarnate. Okay, I would be in for that. If they could make it that the Stug actually gets good with an Incarnon, I would be totally in for that. Don't quit this one. I'm going to try my best. If you're going to keep me alive, I don't need to quit. Love, yes, the newest video on the heat damage will work on Proteus too. In fact, I did actually show Protea with her too in that video. Does work, and it's ridiculously strong. Stay with me this time, that's good. Simhamed, can you join my clan? Unfortunately, my clan right now is not a public clan. If I ever take it public, you're more than welcome to join. Everybody will be more than welcome to join. But right now, it's not a public clan. You still don't have a single prime melee. That's perfectly fine. Kentang, that's perfectly fine. Primes, I think, are a bit overrated. Like, in general, there was a time where primes were, like, objectively the best weapon class in the game, but that is long over. Let's go. Let's get at least one red, please. Let's get one red so I can end the stream happily and drink some tea with honey. Exactly, Technic. Primes just look good, but the stats are better. But of course, Incarnons, Lich Weapons, all that stuff, it's better, right? It's usually better. Primes they are good, but most of the time they are not the objectively best weapons.
So, hit the terminal to exit into the labs.
The Dorklave Prime, that's an interesting one. Fireline. Morazian is like, I have 5 red ones. I'm happy for you. Guess what? I don't. I don't have 5 red ones. I think I have currently, what, 3? And 30 yellows. Just saying, for the record. That's pity. Yeah, that is, in fact, not that good. I really love those auto-hack ciphers for the Sanctum Anatomica consoles. I really do not like the hacking minigame here. I like every other hacking minigame in the game, but not this one. Yeah, you joined the stream and you instantly agree. First message. By the way, welcome to the stream. You instantly agree. I appreciate that. Red ones are... I bet there is like a piece of code that says, yo, take the 33% chance for every Archon shard and give like 50% to the yellow one and then like 25% to blue and red. Nobody's gonna notice.
They're just going to think that they got unlucky, but overall they're still going to believe it's a fair chance. But I don't think it is. I don't think it is. We should do some testing on this. Do some wide scale testing and record all the outcomes to see what the real chance of getting a red one is. Where am I going, by the way? Oh, really? You think that the next dev stream is gonna give a rework on Liches and Sisters? Might be. Might be. Wouldn't be all too much of a far-fetched situation because they have, I think, improved the Lich system with the 1999 Liches a lot. So yeah, it would be cool if they brought it to the other Liches as well. I would have to redo my Lich guide then, but it's fine. Exactly, Morazin, exactly. 2,000 runs should be a good baseline, and then you can see if it is actually going to be 666 red ones or not.
Security's freaking out. The Netracell doors.
Kaylee Rosa, Nidus, really does Nidus need a rework? I think Nidus is in a pretty good spot. Especially has a good couple of augments, is tanky, is strong. I think Nidus is in a good spot. More like 10,000s and six red ones. Yeah. That's how it feels to me. Oh, Necromech. Fireline, Ivara, really, is there a problem with her bow? I never really play Ivara, so I don't know, but if there is, that would be cool if they address it. Yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, Nidus is good for a single player, I agree, but in multiplayer there might be issues. That is a fair point. I usually play single player, this is why I mostly do not really see those issues. Which is why I also said that Harrow is super duper good, and then I realized that Harrow is absolute dog piss for multiplayer. But yeah.
Necromites are slowing us down. Find him, smash him.
Oh, you already take care of the Necromites. That's really very, very good. Bada bing, bada boom, some Stila, and some more energy for everybody, some more shield for everybody. Let's not be stingy here. Let's not be stingy. Yeah, exactly, Kelly Rosa. Ash, Harrow, Limbo, exactly. They're single player frames, and they're really good at it, but once teammates get into the mix, it doesn't blend all that well anymore. Totally agree. Oh, thanks for the Cullervo overguard technique, by the way. Only noticed that right now.
Security level dropping.
Pablo's cooking something big? Might be. Pablo is always cooking. Honestly, this man is such a blessing for Digital Extremes. I don't want to like disregard the rest of the team, but I think Pablo has a very, very good understanding of the game in a sense of what makes sense, what works, what synergizes, and coming up with more and more ideas every time. I think he is a very, very, very valuable person at this company. But I also think, you know, their company culture makes it so that, you know, the knowledge is being transferred to other people in the team. So I don't think it just stands and falls with one single person, right? I think if Pablo were to not be there, or leave to another company or something, God forbid, I still think that he would have transferred his knowledge and his creativity over to some of the other team members, and they would sort of follow in his footsteps. I think that would be possible. I think that that's very possible. Honestly, if Pablo were not working for DE by designing Warframes, he'd probably be a guide YouTuber himself, and he would make it that nobody wants to watch me anymore. So I'm kind of happy that he's with DE, not gonna lie. Don't want to have him on as competition in the space. Like the core philosophy, exactly, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
It's not like a rigid top-down hierarchy. I think everybody benefits from those discussions that they're having, and it's really good because it means that they nurture their own talent instead of just hiring external people who have never heard of Warframe. I hate those companies. Taking Styanax a better support than Dante? That's an interesting take. I would have to think about it. If I agree with that or not. Is Styanax, in your opinion, also the better Spectre? So let's get one red shard, please. Please, Space Mom, give me one red shard so I can be happy into my weekend. That would be amazing.
Not what I was looking for. But if you're happy, I'm happy.
If you're happy, I'm happy. Well, I'm happy if it's a red shard. And then you have the official permission to be happy for me. Tag Fert. But only then. So, let's do this. Please, chat, pray for red. Pray for red one last time. Pray for red. Please. Play for Reb to give us red.
We've had a few setbacks.
We've had a few setbacks. You don't say, freaking Lloyd. You don't say. Setback is my second freaking name. By the way, thanks everybody for the runs. It was really, really nice. Except the rewards. That was big oof. Not gonna lie. That was everybody who subbed in today, right? Everybody who has the emotes, everybody who got gift subs. You can do this one now, like Corey, right? You can do the Blacky face palm. You can do that. Oh man.
Clem.
Yes, exactly, Clem. That's what I meant. That's what I feel like. Nah, friends. You know what? My voice is screwed. We're gonna end the stream. It's been 4 hours. Been insane fun. We're gonna be live again on Monday. We're gonna be live again Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday next week. So a lot of time to talk your builds, to play the game, to have fun together. It's gonna be good. So if you haven't already, make sure to leave a follow on Twitch or leave a sub on YouTube so you don't miss on the streams. Before we end it for today, we will of course see if there is a raidable target available. Somebody who we can go to and give him a good, nice time. So who do we have? Who could we raid? Wait, we're still at over 150? What? Crazy, man. Like, everybody's chilling here. By the way, everybody who wants to contribute to the raid, right? If you're currently watching on YouTube, quickly come over to Twitch. Link in the video description so we can all raid somebody together. That would be fun. There's another creator called Xenosfire. I lurked in his stream for a couple of minutes yesterday. Seemed kind of fun. So how about we go over and say hi. Wish him a good Friday. What do you think? Chat, what do you think? Let's go over there, say hi. Give him some greetings from the MHB crew and
Keyboard locked.
and pray that he might get some red shards. So, friends, thank you all for being here. Welcome again to all the new subscribers. Thank you again for all the bits and donations and
Keyboard
the subs and everything. You were very, very generous today. Thank you so much. We had 3 hype trains. Y'all are crazy. I want to start the raid command over on Twitch now. Then we're going to spend some time with Xenos. And I see you all next Monday. Hope to get some red shards then. Hope to get some red shards. Bye-bye. Big love.